Hello and welcome back to another episode of A History of the Forgotten Realms here on Attack of Opportunity Media. I am so excited and so grateful for the later start time because today is the final episode of Campaign 1, A Murder in Baldur's Gate. I've made a little bit of changes to the setup. I don't know if they're going to be permanent, so it's going to be a little bit weird that I'm looking over here at you guys and I'm looking here at my characters and looking here at my OBS, but everything will be fine because hopefully my camera won't cut out. So this should all be really good. That being said, I only have one little bit of housekeeping this week, and it is that if you guys want us back live on TikTok as well so that we have all three streaming platforms, TikTok has mandated that we need 1,000 followers. So we need 100 subscribers on YouTube, we need 50 followers on Twitch, and we need 1,000 followers on TikTok. Share this with your family, share this with your friends, share it with your dog, jab about us to your coworkers, whoever will listen. Get them obsessed with D&D, because this is just the first campaign of many in a chronicle of a history in the Forgotten Realms, where I take our players through the history of Faerun, the Forgotten Realms setting in the world of the Baldur's Gate games, and they see how much trouble they can make or how much trouble they can fix, and their actions have consequences that they won't know about for potentially years. This should be excellent. I'm so excited to get started. Adventurers, are you ready? Adventurers, are you ready?
Hey!
Spaghetti, like
That's a hard intro to follow up with. That is quite the spiel. We love it.
I forgot to hit record, but we are streaming. We're live. I just forgot to hit record, so I won't have the intro to clip from, but that should be just fine. And then let me get you guys some music over here, because I don't know why it stopped playing.
And I need
I
to
just have
open
rainfall.
Sirenscape because
Yeah.
I closed
I do
it
hear
by
the
anything
rainfall.
on
Weirdly, I
Sirenscape.
hear the rainfall.
I have the rainfall too, so at least something's going. Bless you.
There we go.
That sounded like a
Wait, let me
Little
let me
moodier.
set my volume.
It's very
to
very sad
69.
piano.
There we go.
All
Love
right.
the rain.
Got everything working. When I last left you all, you were in the middle of an expansively large group of people, which may have possibly contained every Baldurian ever? You're not entirely sure. There's a lot of people out here. And all of this was started as a people's march to help ensure rights for all of your friends, your family, your co-workers, your fellow Baldurians in the outer cities. When you arrived at the Wide and were confronted by the Watch and by Imberlin Skoon and by, why am I forgetting his name? This is the worst recap I've ever done. Torlin Silvershield. Good grief. I need to drink this monster faster. You all convinced them, surprisingly enough, to allow you through so that you could all be on your merry way to protest in peace. One by one, you each came up with ideas until your allies brought out the beer, and young Will Ravengard managed to convince every Baldurian that, yeah, I could go for a pint. We could talk this out. You now stand at the feet of the beloved ranger, Torlin Silvershield, in shackles with a mega pint in his hands, sipping away, discussing the future for Baldur's Gate. You know, you don't have to keep me in these shackles. I can drink beer perfectly fine without them, I assure you. It's really adding no help.
No, I think they look pretty good in the cuffs there. It also adds that extra layer of security that I'm pretty sure we all kind of want at this time. Make sure no one gets out of what's the word I'm looking for? Become too unruly.
I'm quite certain Jahira may have broken my ankle. I don't know that you need to worry about me running anywhere. Also, I am not pushing it. She's a panther. She can turn into a panther. I am not messing with that. That is not on my list of things to do today. I would much rather listen to the demands of people that, frankly, I do see as lower, but if lower class citizens wish to have rights, then I guess I can't stop you. That being said, it does seem to be in the best interests of the city if I don't push my luck.
Well, considering the fact that I absolutely spotted plenty of undercover watch soldiers and plenty of, not so undercover watch soldiers trying to turn this into a full-blown riot so that you had good reason, as it were, for a wholesale slaughter, I'm going to say you're going to stay in chains.
I wasn't looking for slaughter necessarily.
I don't give a shit. You wanted to enact violence on the people. No.
I only wanted to enact enough violence that I could control it. Don't you understand? None of this is a ploy to hurt the city. All of this is simply so that I can step into my rightful place in the Parliament of Peers.
Okay, shut up. Shut up. Just stop talking.
Man, to say you care about the city, but not the people that live within it, that's not a good look.
Raven
Gotta
Guard,
say.
I tell you to clap him an irons, but he's already there. Take him to the rock, please.
Should probably just muzzle him.
As Older walks over to Torland. Good time for the music to stop. Thank you. I love that. Perfect. Not a mood killer at all. Thanks for malfunctioning. As Older walks over to Torland to try to help him off his barrel, his wee little legs dangling, not quite reaching the ground. From off towards Doc's house and the 3 kegs in the neighborhood, all you hear is a sound effect I cannot find. Jesus Christ.
I'll imagine it in my mind.
No, you won't.
Oh. Wow, that was very real.
Wait, what is that? No, really, I couldn't hear it. What is that?
It is. Hang on, I got a bigger one. An explosion.
Oh!
As the people in the group began to have some concerns, considering everything they just went through, concerns about their peers, concerns about the state of the world, just when they all think it was going to be fine. An explosion rattles the upper city. You hear the sound of shattering glass, of startled people screaming. And a group of people, a group of fists, begin to run towards the noise. What do you do?
Yeah, we should go check. You should go follow that. We should figure what that was.
Hey, Raven Guard, you got this, right?
There's
And she's like pointing
there's
to
smoke
Torland.
powder literally everywhere, so
I would like to run with you. Report back to me with what that is. Please and thank you.
You got it, dude.
As you all run toward the explosion, as you get closer and closer and closer, all you can see are scorch marks on the ground, wood everywhere, bits of glass scattered across the ground. and bodies.
Start to like go up and do triage and see if there's anything Doc
see
could
if there's
do.
anyone
See if there's anyone that's still alive
still
or
alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of the
just start
12
checking for any
people that you
survivors.
find in the area, 7 of them could not be helped. They've passed on, including 2 men who appear to be almost at the epicenter of the blast.
Oh no.
The 5 that
what
remain,
was the what was the building that went up?
it doesn't appear to be a building. Something in the center of the walkway has detonated.
I've got a really strong feeling as to what it is already, but can I roll an investigation to see if I got any more details?
Absolutely you can.
I will assist him with that.
Did we finally find the dragon in Dungeons and Dragons?
19.
19. As you kind of go through the area and you're looking at the kind of damage that this explosion did, you find large pieces of wood. You piece together that this was likely a cart of some kind hauling something also made of wood. But what stands out most to you are 2 circular metal bands, like the rings of a cask, and traces of smoke powder left in the wake of the explosion.
That's pretty much what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we all
Who has
smell. I'm pretty sure we all smell
Is
the.
there-
Smell the powder.
Yeah.
Yes, you all know what it smells like at this point.
Okay, so I'm just entering like not fight or flight. What is it that you always call it when like shit goes down and you specifically, Nana, are like, oh fuck, handle.
Oh, I call it the time warp a lot of the times because like it's
Oh,
everyone else is, that's like my funny name for it. I say that when everyone else is panicking, my brain goes into like rapid working mode. Basically, if there's an emergency, everyone else who is going through that adrenaline rush of panic and all of the hormones that makes them unable to focus, my brain just zeroes in and goes, okay, here are the facts of the situation. Here is what I know. Here is what I don't. Here is what I can do. And here is what I need to figure out that can be done. And it's like my brain just
so
organizes it.
Yeah, you're in Uber crisis management mode.
yeah, as soon as I've like confirmed that it is the
damage
smoke powder, I'm
control.
just, okay, Doc. Thank you. That was the phrase I was looking for. Okay, Doc, map now, and I'm gonna flag down every fist I can see. As I take the map from unfurling it, and
You have a
I hold one
detachment.
side of it with
There are
him.
11 fists at your disposal.
perfect.
Oh.
Okay. Are there any watch near us as well?
There are a couple watch officers. 2 were caught in the blast, and a few came to see what was going on.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna call them over too, and just I don't give a shit where your allegiance lies. We have bigger fucking problems right now. Get over here.
Well, as far as Silver Shield last told us, we answer to you anyway, so okay, what do you need?
Okay,
Can I
and so I've got-
Sorry.
No, what's up?
I was gonna say, can I cast Mage Hand to hold up the map for you so you have like your hands free?
I've just got it laid out. I've got everyone like in a circle,
Okay.
so you can just point everything out. Cool. How many positions are on the map that are marked?
Oh, the X's?
Yes,
There are 7.
7. And then where are we relative to any of them?
The closest one to you is going to be the Hall of Wonders, as well as the 3 Old Kegs and the Sestra Gates Mansion.
Okay. So it's hard to say where this was going, but if I had to bet, this was going to 3 old kegs, but I really, really kind of just grasping at straws with that one. However, with 7 of us, and there's 2, so that's 13. Okay, so pair up, each of you, and then I'm just going to like, okay, you 2 are going to go here, you 2 here, you 2 here, you 2 here, you 2 here. And then, honestly, since we noticed that most of the smoke powder it was very clear at Sesker Gates that there was being stored a shitload of smoke powder, or at least it was moving in and out of there. So the 4 of us are going to head there, while the rest of you handle these other 6 and make sure that there is nothing. I want you to keep our eyes for anything suspicious. Do not assault anyone who you think might look suspicious. You have to detain somebody, fine. But don't do anything.
The Fist and the Watch look at each other and immediately divide into teams of 1 Fist, 1 Watch, seemingly to keep each other accountable.
Perfect. But unless you can confirm they have smoke powder and they get hostile with you and even then try to defuse the situation, pun wholly intended.
Oh, I didn't even notice it. Wow.
Yes, we don't need any
We didn't need to go
inadvertent
starting any
explosions going off.
fires. No need to send sparks flying.
Just you need to reach us. Don't use a smoke signal. It's probably not.
I want to ask if I can do. I don't know. It depends on how.
Sure.
And maybe don't do that. Don't do that thing with the mirrors and light, because I think that might just start another fire.
Oh yeah, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, maybe.
But Megan, what would you like to do?
Okay.
Yeah. I want to see if I can look around and see if I can find where like the tracks, like if are there any tracks from like where this like wheelbarrow cart came from thing.
There are not.
Like, can
You're
I, like-
on cobblestones?
Okay.
You do notice as you try to search for tracks, though, something interesting. You find a pipe, or what remains of it. You also
making a fucking D&D pipe bomb.
no, not a not a pipe.
Pipe like a smoking pipe? Yeah.
Smoking pipe. A
Wait.
smoking pipe.
You find
Do we
the
know someone
remnants
that
of a
smokes a
smoking pipe, as well as a couple pieces of wood with the Candle Hollow family logo on it.
Candle Hollow. Where is that in relation to us?
Stu and Vincent, Drisden Doc, you would know the Candle Hollows to be the makers of all funerary items within Baldur's Gate. That is what they've done for centuries.
Okay,
They
so we're
are-
looking at Lower City.
What would you even call that?
That-
Casketeers?
That would make
master
sense.
casket makers.
That would make sense
sounds
since
like a
we
good
found
show.
the casket full of smoke powder.
So that's something we should probably go check out then.
The 3
But
people
we
you've
might-
provided triage to that are not watch officers have all managed to kind of hobble over to various sitting places. They're all trying to get as comfortable as they can, sitting on flower boxes and whatnot, just waiting for help from someone to get them to where they need to be.
Oh. I think someone should interview, maybe see if anybody saw something.
Yeah, I was just gonna say ask around, like, so, you know, as well as the 2 watch members, as like what they saw, if they saw anything, what happened, if they remember, because that bell might be way too wrong right now.
Good old
Yeah.
Shell Shack.
The good old traumatic brain injury. They got their domes rattled.
Oh,
I
yeah.
assume they were just far enough away that their brains are not soup.
Considering that they're alive, yeah.
Come on, boys, rattle them.
I was gonna say.
All right, who wants to speak to the injured?
They survived. Okay.
We can break off and I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll take the soldier officers.
All right, cool.
I'll go with Doc.
All right. Sapporo, what would you like to do?
I'll take.
Oh, wait. So wait. Are we? I thought. Are we not going down to the gate? Or
Not yet.
We're questioning real quick.
okay.
See if
asking
anybody
around?
saw something.
Okay, yeah. I think I'll go
Mhm.
help with like talking to the injured.
Okay.
Do you want the civilians or the military guys?
Oh, definitely the civilians.
Well, there's only
then.
5 and there's 4 of us. So, Stu, if you're talking to the 2 watch members,
Okay.
then,
Yeah, I
like,
believe
can
Stu
take,
and Megan each have a watch member.
Yeah, so I could take 1 or 2 civilians. Lauren, you could take 1 or 2 civilians.
Mhm.
Whoever takes 1 will pick up the slack.
Well, each have a watch member. I fully intended to go with Doc, so Doc can do the talking.
That's fair.
It's not gonna talk to people.
All right. Stu and Vincent roll competing d20s for me and tell me what you roll.
Just straight roll or investigation or
Straight roll.
Great roll.
okay. Well, I got a 1, so
Perfect. We'll go with the civilians first then.
13. So. Okay.
As you go to speak
get
to
those
the
ones out of the way.
civilians, they've all 3 kind of sat themselves at the edge of this planter box by a nearby home, just to try and be out of the way, but also keep themselves safe. They've been through a great deal.
Okay. So, obviously, you're all alive. You're all stable. You're all probably incredibly harrowed right now. So, what happened? Walk me through the events leading up to it, what happened, and when we got here.
Well, there was... I was walking through trying to get to the 3 old kegs for an afternoon lunch. And I just wanted to get around the protest of people, because that's just a little bit too much for me. There was a few flaming fist soldiers on a corner. There was some boys pushing each other and arguing. And there was a delivery cart. And next thing I know, bang.
Did you see who was with the delivery cart? If this was, I'm assuming it had to be at least one person with it, but...
It's 2 gentlemen, one carrying the front and one carrying the back. Was it? And she looks at the person next to her, and he goes, "Coffins. The coffin cart."
Okay.
I don't remember the flaming fist, but I do remember I was looking at an acolyte of Gond, thinking you looked too old to be out and wandering. There's definitely coffins.
Did any of the 3 of you see what the 2 with the cart looked like?
Well,
They had anything on them that looked conspicuous or suspicious?
I think we all saw them. They're dead right there.
Perfect.
Finally,
were they arguing amongst each other? Were they just to themselves? Did someone drop something and it was like, or was it just suddenly calm day, normal day, and explosion? What preceded the events?
The old woman at the end of the line finally pipes up. Goes, "Well, not that it was any of my business to be looking in the first place, but if you must know, I'm a bit of a nosy Nancy. And I sit out here and people watch from time to time, and have a beverage, and a smoke. And I was watching these coffin carriers. And they seem to be struggling. I mean, I assume bodies are heavy, so it's not surprising, but it was odd to see them over here, so far off the main thoroughfare. One of them was smoking a pipe, and I thought I watched him knock it out. And the cart tipped, and then boom. I don't know how a body could just ignite
Perfect.
like that. That being said, if any of you come to my funeral, don't go tapping your pipes out on my coffin, okay?
Well, thank you for the information and everything. Been incredibly helpful. And I'm gonna go over and start checking out the 2 bodies that were pointed out, of like which 2 were the ones like with the cart, and go through their pockets looking for anything identifying, anything with any allegiances to anything or anyone, any notes, letters, things like that.
While you do that, I'm gonna hop over to Megan and Stu. As you approach the 2 members of the watch that are still tending to their wound themselves as well, they see you approach and go, "Sirs, what happened here?"
Well, that's what we
We're
come up to ask you about.
Not what happened here is... Okay, let me go first. We were asked to follow a shipment of caskets for the Candle Hollow family. Silver Shield asked us to escort them, said it was important. Because of the protest today, he said that they would need to take a different route, and that they needed protection, and that they might need help. Well, we're following these guys, and then almost where we need to be, and suddenly, bam, bang. Whole
Well, yeah,
cart
that,
fell over, and it was just a flash of light.
Did you make any stops before the explosion?
No. We just picked him
So
up at the Candle
just-
Hollow place and headed out. I mean, we got stopped at the gate before coming up into the upper city, but that's just a routine security check. We didn't stop at the gate. We were stopped at the gate. But I mean, the Candle Hollows have been hauling bodies forever, so they don't even check anymore. So we didn't stop long
Those
enough for
weren't-
anything to be out of place.
Well, those weren't bodies, most likely, in the caskets. We, in our investigations around town prior, we suspected that smoke powder was being ran through the caskets and dumped into various locations around the city. And
What
these
sick fuck is doing that?
Silver Shield.
well, when you were
Oh, Christ.
that
I hate my fucking
when
job.
you
I hate
guys
my fucking
were,
job. I hate my fucking job.
Yeah, it's you may want to search for some better employment. He's
Probably
not
not
he's not great.
People.
The Fist always needs people.
Consider me in. But anyway, pardon my... Yes, miss?
well, oh, when you were escorting these people, did you not smell anything off, or like you didn't notice anything off about these 2? Were they like wearing anything, maybe like pins or anything noticeable or not noticeable, or
I think what she's
anything like
trying to say is,
that?
yeah, I think what my compatriot here is saying is, if you noticed anything out of place with the people you were escorting, anything that seemed out of place or unusual
Yeah.
for
The
this delivery.
shell-shocked watch officer goes, I'm going to set aside the implication that I might be profiling people in this city. But normal guys. Regular guys. Working guys.
Couple of dudes.
There was nothing off about them at all.
But by all accounts, this should have been a routine operation.
Normally, bodies don't require guarding. Just is a bit
Bodies
odd.
don't explode.
The first officer goes, you'd be surprised at the amount of bodies that need guarding around this place. I'm going to be honest with you. We've had our fair share of incidents.
Well, at this time, I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we have any other questions for you. Where else were you guys heading?
We were headed up towards Rekegs to drop off some paperwork. We were headed to High Hall to collect a casket. And we were headed to the Sesker Gates to collect a casket. Then it should have been back to the cemetery.
Imre is going to look up at Doc and just be like, marks. Those are the marks.
Imre's sitting over there like, Kaka! Kaka! Like trying to...
Staff of birds.
y'all
My
ever see
staff of
Three
birds
Amigos?
just like,
I have not.
run! X me out, fam!
Hey! You! You too!
Are they playing kids over there?
Look up here! Look up here! Look up here! Look up here!
She's gonna grab him by his arm and be like, "Thank you so much. I hope you feel better. Bye." And like start pulling him towards Dritz.
Go get yourself checked out.
Who was that guy?
Doc is being pulled. Why are you pulling me?
Sorry.
We meet back up with Dritz and
Drizzed. Jesus.
Drizzed. I love it.
Dritz and
Dritz and Zippy.
Honestly, at least none of you have massacred it and been like, yeah, Zippera.
Zapara.
Zippery?
Zypora?
Zippity Ding Dong.
That just,
Oh my gosh.
that just sounds like you accidentally zipped your junk in your jeans.
Ooh.
How'd you get beans about Frank? There's something about Mary. He zips his fucking shit up in his zipper. And the dad comes in to check it out, and he's just like, "How the hell did you get the beans above Frank?"
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I hate all of this. I hate it all.
You started it. You had to say it.
I hate it here.
Okay.
Okay,
As you
anyway.
guys come back together. Oh my god.
Before all of the fist and the watch head out, it was
Zipporah,
Kennel
did you
Hollow,
have
one of
any
the places.
lingering questions as well? Sorry.
No. They've all been answered. That was oh, actually no. The one question Zipporah had, like, was essentially like, if did the cart have any sort of like markings, identification?
The older woman who sees everything and knows everything just, well, it certainly appeared to be a coffin cart, though the wheels looked a little heftier than I thought they would. But I guess bodies are heavy.
Is the pipe still there?
Yeah, it's so you have the bowl and part of the stem of a pipe. It's been snapped, and when you look at the bowl, it's cracked up the side.
Is there any way I can like investigate the pipe, like maybe like get some like in like look it over, like figure out what material it's made out of, like where this pipe could have like, come from or something like that?
Yeah, horrifyingly, it looks like it was whittled from bone.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, it could be whalebone.
still.
Bone, nonetheless.
It's still bone.
Little
but-
little
the problem
ironic
is bone
for
is
a coffin hauler.
Hypercancerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bones are supposed to be in the coffin, not in your mouth. What are you, a dog? Woof.
All right, Driz, you were asking something.
So before I start checking all the bodies, and before the fists take off and the watch take off, where? Oh, excuse the fuck out of me.
No, too early.
Too
Where
early.
is
Too
Candle
early.
Hollow? Yeah, or is Candle Hollow one of the places marked on the map?
The Candle Hollows is marked on the map. It is in the lower city.
Okay.
It's part of the business
Okay.
district.
Cool.
Hi, stay away from the candle.
So-
Cats are flammable. Yeah,
With
they
the
are.
amount of fist,
Oh.
there should be 13 of them. So, basically, I'll point it the odd man out and be like, you just go with any of the other groups. We'll check out Candle Hollows, the four of us. So, with the exception of whichever group you go to, it'll be groups of 2 to everywhere.
You want that?
So, yeah.
Yeah, here.
Did I find anything on either of the 2?
You found a
no.
small notebook, charred, remnants of it anyway. Its leather cover still mostly intact. A handful of spare change, maybe worth 7 gold total, in miscellaneous coins.
Don't worry about the fucking cold.
A bag of what you assume was once tobacco. Though the string seems to have somewhat melted the bag shut. But it smells lovelier than anything else in the surrounding area.
Tobacco.
Whoa.
Are
What's
these the
happening?
coins that are on
Megan
the
froze.
person?
Yeah, this is what he found on
Welcome.
both of the casket haulers.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna worry about that notebook and check out the notebook.
Oh no, my whole computer just froze.
Well, we can still
Hey.
hear you.
At least
No. Oh, you can hear me?
You posed
I
in a
can
really
hear
Every
you.
nice.
literally like
You also you
okay,
posed
I
in a
can hear
really
you
nice
guys, but
position. You kinda,
everything
like-
on my
kinda look
computer
up.
is frozen. Like my mouse won't move.
Oh,
Nothing is moving.
you may
Oh,
need
that's
to
nice.
restart
I
the
don't know what's
system.
going on.
As you're going through the
no.
notebook, though, from what you can gather from the remaining scraps of paper on the inside, you kind of only got a little center kind of half circle to work with. Why did you do that?
I pounded a monster too.
I know. You can make out some to-do lists, some partial addresses,
Yep, there she goes.
yep, of common places that they are to go to, but most notably, on the inside cover of the notebook, debossed into the inside, is the Candle Hollow Caskets logo. Text from Megan just says, no!
Oh no.
It's okay, she's got a hard restart.
It's funny watching the stream itself though, because the
Oh yeah, it's,
camera layout.
everything's like.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
Well, because I'm pulling it from the
Hello?
Discord, when it shifts, It shifts.
Oh yeah. I'm just an arm. A piece of an arm.
Oh, you are an arm. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm just an arm.
I'm in two places
look at, I'm
at
a giraffe.
once.
I'm a giraffe.
Me too. It's my head is disconnected from half of the head.
There we go.
And
Hello. This is my replacements for Zipporah right now. Oh wait, let me move this way.
Move a
Oh
little
no,
over
I'm
to
off
the
screen.
left. There you go.
It's
Hello.
Other way.
No. This way?
Stu, you just have
To
to like
the-
stand up just a
to
little bit, and
this way.
you'll be back in your frame.
Testing.
Keep going.
Oh,
There you are.
hello? Hi. How's it going?
How I'm having to
Newest
sit in my chair
message.
is so
My laptop is possessed.
Oh no. Not the laptop.
There we go, Stu. You were there.
I wish I had a little sock, then this could be a sock puppet.
Hang on. There we go. Now we're all in a box. I look really weird in my big box, but now I'm in a small one too. Taking up half a character. All right. Yes, you find some addresses, some to-do lists. The Candle Hollow Casket Company logo. Yeah.
And off
It
the Candle
appears
Hall
to
as we
you
go.
that someone just knocked their pipe out on a casket they didn't know was holding smoke powder. And as the casket tumbled,
okay.
poof, up it went.
no.
Also, Stu, I blame you for starting off the night by saying, yeah, we haven't had any problems. Had
Fucking
to go
guy.
and say, it sure feels
A
quiet.
fucking
didn't
guy.
you?
Oh my god.
Also, I'm so sorry
was
to
the
any first
weirdest-
responders that are
Megan.
watching this because I've now said it out loud. I'm so sorry.
That was the
What did we
weirdest
say out
thing
loud?
that has ever happened to me. Computer's never just
Okay.
hard
First
full
responders,
on.
if you're watching this right now, mute me for 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. I said, sure is quiet out here!
Okay,
Which
wait,
is
now
a
why isn't my
surefire
camera
way to
working?
make everything go to hell.
Oh no.
Stu said the streaming equivalent of that of nothing's broken. Like,
Also, Kira also
Yes, I
thought
do remember
that
hearing that.
when I said pipe.
yep.
Yep.
So,
Hey.
Bite palm.
Oh,
Pipe palm.
okay.
Yep.
All right.
That was wild.
Welcome back.
I'm back. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
your computer's
Literally-
possessed.
I don't know what happened. That has never happened before. It just like full on hard just froze everything. So I had to hard restart it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This
What
is
do
what I
y'all
need
want
in
to
gaming.
do? It's you know what? Actually, this is a
off-
perfect time to tell the audience it's on the throne list.
Beautiful.
If you
Help a girl
type
out.
exclamation mark followed by the word throne in the chat, you can see our throne list and help Megan get a better computer.
Yes, if anyone is feeling uber generous.
All right.
never know.
Never know.
Yeah, I
right,
think
wait,
we should
so
head on up
what
to the what's it, the funeral place?
Candle
Funeral
Hollows. All
place?
signs are pointed at Candle Hollows.
Candle
Candle
Hollow. Yeah.
Hollow.
Is that where we wanted to go? Or what was the S place that we were trying to go to?
The
That was
Sesper
Sesker
Gates
Gates,
Manor.
but
Sir Gates?
all signs from this are saying go to Candle Hollows.
Okay.
The Candle Hollows, by the way, are a family It's spelled Candul. Hallow, Hallow.
Mm.
And yes, they
Thanks for
are.
spelling.
Of
That's-
course. They are the most prominent casket makers. In fact, they might be the only casket makers of Baldur's Gate since it was still Grey Harbor. They have literally done this for centuries. It's kind of nutty. All right, so you're off to the Candle Hollows.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. It takes you about 20 minutes to get there just because there are still a lot of people in the upper city. Everyone is drinking and having a great time as you pass by. So you do see the fruits of your labor in knowing that you've made a good choice and everyone seems to be having a good chat about what needs to be done around here. As you get to the Candle Hollows, there's a sign on the front door. It says, "Out to protest, shop front closed, buy your caskets later. For labor inquiries, go to the back door."
To the back door.
Back door.
To the back door.
As you go
Or
to
I
the
make
back
my own door.
Oh god, no.
Okay.
Not in the casket, please. As you go to the
Listen,
back
What's the
door
box?
and you give it a knock, a young man, Alton Candlehollow, opens the door. Yes, hello, can I help you? I wasn't expecting a pickup.
And I'm just gonna look at Doc of like,
So
Doc,
many
Didn't
words.
you say that these two watch officers were gonna be delivering, though?
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. Huh. It's weird.
What do you mean? How can I help you?
Well, you see, we were just over, and there was an explosion. And it looks like it came from one of your caskets that was being delivered by some watch members and some other people from here that no longer exist because they're pink mist.
Oh, well, that's horrifying. Okay. I only had one pickup this morning. I sent a cart out with 3 caskets to pick up 2 more and some paperwork. As far as the fine pink mist, that sounds somewhat impressive, but that's neither here nor there. Work is what it is. There should
just
only
wondering
be
when it's-
bodies in our caskets. No, I'm putting
Yeah,
a heavy
so who-
asterisk on should because we've also had, like, undead in our caskets. We've had necromancers in our caskets. We've had not dead people in our caskets. So weirder things have happened, but there should not be anything that could detonate in our caskets.
Well,
You don't know anything about
how's a
smoke powder in your
shitload of
caskets?
smoke powder sound?
No, I did not know anything about smoke powder in my caskets, but now I'm about to go pull the lining out of all of them because I'm paranoid.
Would you like a
Yeah,
little
please do,
help
because we
with
think that
that?
there might be smoke powder in your caskets.
Yeah, Silver Shield has been.
Okay.
We believe Silver Shield has been running smoke powder bombs in caskets throughout the city, and
Mhm.
in an effort to destabilize the city to impose
I'm
his
gonna
own
beg you to
rule.
stop talking and just come in here and help me search the damn caskets. I'm gonna pass out. Just help me search the caskets. I'm gonna pass out.
Oh, you
my
got
God.
that.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Insight to make sure it's not a show, and
Sure, yeah.
he's actually genuinely. Oh, that's much better than a 1.
Is it a 2?
Three.
Investigation, right? Or insight. Yeah, insight.
Insight.
That'll be a 17.
Yeah, he's looking pretty green around the gills. You think this guy might puke? He seems to be telling the truth.
Oh no.
Looking a little peaky.
Before we start, would you like something to drink? You seem like
Have things to drink. Have things to drink. I'll get some for you too. And he goes over to a cabinet and he pulls out a thin, fine bottle. And he pours several small glasses of it. And he goes, "Here, it's gravedigger's liquor. It's meant to cover up the smell, but it's also excellent for panic attacks. Because man, do you forget everything else when you drink this."
Did he just give us Fireball?
No, he gave you Amaro. It's an herbal liqueur that is exemplary strong, like top of its class. Strong ass, thick, body and soul warming herbal liqueur.
wow.
Imre's going to say no thank you. She needs her wits.
Oh, Doc just instantly skulls it.
Same.
Oh.
Doc domes it, and then Alton grabs the glass and hands it to you, and he goes, "But no, seriously, you should carry this around for the smell." And as you put your nose to the glass, you're like, "Oh, this is so much better." Bodies smell bad,
This is
y'all.
Zipporah's
Not
going
for drink-
to take a nice sip and then just like hold the glass for the rest of it, and then she's just gonna.
As Zipporah holds her non-necessary breathing in order to not smell the horror around you. And Imre, nose in glass, are both just like, "Oh yeah, this is better." The two of you, Doc and Triz, you're just like, "You know what? I think you're right. I think my sinuses I think they're numb."
They're definitely cleared up now. Yeah, so yeah, let's say we get to looking around here, because
Time to play some body roulette.
we're Doc just
Goes,
Casket
Okay.
roulette.
I'm gonna start opening cabinets and make sure all the bodies I'm supposed to have are the bodies I'm supposed to have. There are caskets in the front room. They should be show models only. The actual room with caskets to be used is just around that corner there. Feel free to use all of them. There's you can look inside the lining of any of them. It's penny nails. Here, and he hands you the tool to pull out the little square-headed penny nails, so that you guys can look at whatever you need to.
Do you keep things in the back? Like maybe the things wouldn't be like in the front?
Yeah.
You know?
There's caskets for people to look at to choose in the front, and then there's caskets to be used is just around that corner there, in the back room. That's basically where we keep all of our supply. Feel free. And I'm
Zipporah's
gonna
gonna
look
take
through
the-
bodies.
Zipporah's gonna take the little tool and start walking towards around the corner and be like, "Come on, guys, let's do an unboxing."
Not an
And she's
unboxing
gonna
Imre
go-
wants to be
she's
a
gonna
part
do
of.
She's gonna do the first. She's gonna go to the first casket she sees, and she's like, "All right, place your bets. Do we have a body, or is it smoke powder?"
bombs and bodies.
All right.
Oh.
Doc. What do you got? What's your vote?
I'm gonna go with bomb.
All right, Drizzt.
I only gamble with my life, not my money.
I'm not putting money on the line for this. It's come on, it's just a fun little guess. Body or bomb?
Just open the damn coffin.
I
All
don't
right,
like this.
Emre, your turn. Body or bomb?
I don't like this. I don't like this
My
game.
bet is on body.
All
Do
right.
I have to roll?
Imre's gonna feel a little sick if there's
You
a
don't
body
have
in
to
there,
roll anything.
so-
You can just open the casket.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I thought if we were gonna roll to find out if it was a body or a bomb.
No, you can just open it. It's
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
you open it. There is no body. This is the warehouse.
Body.
And everything is as he said it would be. There are no bodies in these coffins. These are ones that are waiting to be used. This is the inventory.
Okay.
Start peeling away the cloth.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna follow his lead of like I'm gonna check the lining.
Yeah.
Imre is gonna go into like the very back to check things out there to see if anything's like stashed away.
Okay. Why don't
Actually,
you roll an investigation
on,
for me, Imre?
As Imre heads that way.
Oh, I thought that's where we were. Oh.
What is that?
I'm gonna call her over.
That's an 18.
All right. You've been summoned by Drizzt.
Oh, okay.
You've got an exceptionally good sense of smell like me, so why don't we try sniffing things out?
Hello,
my
Ray.
God.
I was gonna
hello,
go into the
Raiders.
back. Oh, hi, Ray.
Hello.
Ray.
Welcome, welcome. Is it Quest
Welcome.
Nests with a J? Hello and welcome,
Quests
everyone.
and jests.
Quest
Quest
and
and
Jest.
Jest.
That's a fun name.
Listen.
Hello. We love a good
Hi, Mama
raid.
Mary, thanks for the follow. Hello. We're
Aw.
doing good.
Oh,
We're
thank
investigating
you.
some
Thank
coffins.
We're doing
But
great.
yes, you two do have the strongest sense of smell.
Yes.
I have
Both as a
That
was one of the reasons I
tracker
wanted to
and
go
a
into, like-
creature. Hello.
Yeah, I have an advantage on that
Thank
too. So
you.
Oh my god, thank
Uh-huh.
you guys. Donna Skull.
Yeah, what's the
Azrael. Oh my god.
smell?
Foish Tales. Or
Oh my gosh,
Folktale,
thank
Fox
you.
Tales.
Thank everybody.
Oh my god, thank you guys. Holy crap. You
Thank
guys better
you all
investigate the
so
hell out
much.
of these
Thank you.
coffins.
Wow. All right.
All right.
Gonna break out.
Body or
For that,
bomb.
we're gonna use
Body
the big
or
dice.
bomb.
As Zipporah throws open the first
Ooh,
coffin,
The chonk.
there is no body. There is also no bomb that she can see. It is just a coffin. Imre, you're 18. As you focus in and you focus on your purpose and you take a deep breath, you go, and like the world's weirdest, tallest bloodhound, you go, oh, I know that smell. Smoke powder. Smoke powder. Chris, what did you
There's
roll?
smoke powder somewhere in here.
Oh my god, coming for that booty. Thank you for the follow. That is an excellent
That is
name.
a great name.
Love it.
Shock Trooper, Nordic Geek.
Swiggity
Thank
swoogity.
you.
Let's go. Thank you.
Thank you all.
We love the follows. We also love the creative name. It's great.
The names are the
I love
best
seeing
part
some
of
people's
this.
choices.
I'm still stuck on Dork Tales.
Dork
Alright,
Tales was-
Trizd, what did
was
you roll?
pretty S tier. That was a 19.
A 19.
So.
You also, as you focus in, your experience is a little bit different. You kind of ground yourself, sitting with the atmosphere for a moment. And as you listen and you smell and you feel, to try and sense something odd, something is off. The hairs on the back of your neck begin to stand, and the hairs on your arm stand, and up your spine a chill as coursing through you the senses of a predator, keenly aware of the scent of its inanimate prey at the moment, but it is still prey. And both of you realize you're looking at the same casket, tucked in the corner of the room, conspicuously less dusty than all the others. What would you like to do?
Man, this is a shitty unboxing.
Just I'm gonna
Very
assume
carefully.
I'm assuming Imre, like as soon as we both zero in on the one cough, we both look back at each other and like just kind of
I was
nod.
like, oh shit. Just like, okay, this is happening.
Well,
Very
that one, I
carefully.
guess.
Punk rock, yes. Exactly punk rock.
No. Check for traps. Check for traps. Is it trap?
That's a
Is
good
it
idea.
trap?
It's always trapped.
Open it.
Here, I'll
Explode
do
in
one
my
better. I'll do
face.
one better. Can I cast detect magic on the little
Oh, on the casket?
casket.
Yeah.
on the
absolutely
casket?
you
Yeah, I
can.
want to cast
my
detect
God.
magic.
You cast detect magic and you wait, and something behind you kind of whoom, but none of the caskets do. To the best of your
What
knowledge,
behind me?
none of these caskets are magical. You look behind you.
Yeah.
There is a casket leaned up against the wall in the corner of the mortuary. And as you turn, you begin to actually look at it the first time. You didn't when you first walked into the room. It is covered in carved protection from all kinds of different languages. You recognize many of these. They're the same ones that you see on the door of the keep. There's a placard on this coffin and a familiar logo of a citrus. The placard simply says, Julius.
Zipporah slowly looks at Doc. Doesn't say anything. Just looks to Doc.
What is it?
Doc, as
So
you
that
turn...
coffin,
Go ahead.
so that coffin, is that the one we need to open up over there?
Which coffin?
Zipporah's pointing at the one that these two are sniffing. I will say for Doc, it looks as like it's very clear she's trying to. She doesn't know why that's there, and she's definitely
She has the face
avoiding
of
talking about it.
concern.
Mm-hmm. And
I begin to walk over
To where? Tell me where you're walking over to.
to where Zephora is.
To where Sephora is? Well, it's going to be a long
Is
trip.
it
It's an
Sephora?
entirely different universe, and I really don't...
Sephora.
I meant
I knew
I meant
as soon as he
Zephora.
spoke, I knew that was coming.
Ah,
God
Yield
damn.
Sephora.
So sorry. So
Gotta get,
sorry.
No.
gotta get
it's
your
okay.
coal from
That was
somewhere.
good.
well, I need a blush that will, not make my cheeks so red.
It's called color corrector, and it's green.
I was gonna say, Stu, blush makes them redder.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm colorblind. What do you want from
My
me?
brother.
How are you gonna? Yeah. First of all,
that was
how are you
good.
gonna use color corrector?
I just hope it's gonna be the right color.
Damn, how to
Correct.
breathe.
Clean and plate glass windows over here. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. This wasn't supposed to be Bully Stew Part 2. This really wasn't supposed.
Electric Boogaloo.
I still feel bad about that one episode where we
The
were
Reckoning.
all just
You
like
mean the last
unintentionally. Was that
Yeah,
last
you mean
episode?
last week?
That was literally
last
I
last
thought that
week.
was 2 episodes ago.
It seems like it's every episode.
Was it? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Stu.
Bruh.
You're good.
Everyone, I promise we don't clown on Stu like this all the time.
We
No,
kind of
just
do,
Lauren.
though. I got
Not
you, Stu.
just
I'm
me.
following you. Thank you, Nordic Geek. Someone has to.
Oh.
Doc, as you turn
Someone's gotta
and
stand up
walk
for the guy.
towards Sephora, you first notice her face of concern, but will you roll a perception check for me? Go ahead and do it with advantage, because you know something's up.
Well, let's see. 18 plus 20 deuce.
22. You look from Zipporah's face, and your eyes start tracing the room and immediately find... Oh... Dad's coffin. They never found him, did they? You didn't know this was still here.
Doc goes up to the coffin and just sighs and places his hand on the coffin, rubs it across Dad's name, just gives it a tap.
It feels just as good as I remember.
Doc just lets out a... We must continue our search. He turns away and starts going back around to start searching other caskets.
Oh, check in for traps on that casket, yeah?
Yeah, who's checking?
That would be me. That is kind of my thing.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Someone...
Wait,
Checking for traps?
do not open Dad's casket.
Oh God, please don't do that.
I'm not opening that one.
Not that one. The one with the
I
smoke.
wasn't imagining about open. I kind of felt bad if I opened that
Plus,
one.
if I don't.
Okay.
What do you want me to use for that? Did you say sleight of hand or investigation, perception?
I would say go ahead and roll perception with advantage.
Okay, so let me hit again.
Oh, are you
So
okay?
one higher, I might die.
All I heard was
There's
a
like
thud
there's
and
like
an
a
ooh.
there's like a moth or something. You heard that? That was me hitting it with my hand. Oh my God, what'd it go?
18
Scared.
for
With an 18, you start checking your way. Nordic Geek says nice flags too. Around the seams of the coffin, looking for anything that might stand out. As you do, you're surprised to find beautifully lacquered edges. There's a couple of
Good
clasps
craftsmanship.
on this thing. Biggins. But they just seem to be for holding it closed.
good craftsmanship. And okay, well with that, then
Want me to crack it
lay
open?
down and lay it down and open it up.
Carefully, please.
Not
As
TNT,
you
that hasn't been
gently
made yet.
bring it down to the floor and open the casket, a smell wafts out at all of you, and you all kind of go, "Oh God, yep, that's smoke powder. Wow, that's worse than the bodies." It is thick in the air.
I could taste it in my throat.
Yeah, you might not want to inhale those particles. Can't be good for
Yeah,
you.
don't breathe.
Gotta
that.
be
Probably
bad
full
for
of all
the
kinds
table.
of
Definitely gives you cancer of the butt.
Cancer.
Cancer of the butt?
Yeah, ambiguous
I,
super cancer. Cancer of the butt.
Awesome.
I flagged down the coffin guy and do you have an invoice for this where this was supposed to go or who it came from?
Alton kind of
Who it was
comes over
for?
and he goes, "No, but that's an unusual casket. My tolerances aren't nearly so lenient."
Where did it come from?
Good question. Can you find me that serial number on the inside of the pall?
I lean in and try to find a serial number.
As you lean over to look at the inside of the pall, you do find it rather quickly. And upon giving that to Alton, He's able to kind of flip through his ledger. And he goes, well, that can't be right. Who did you say this was supposed to go to?
We don't
We were asking
know.
you.
Yeah, we're asking you.
This is unusual, and pardon me for seeming skeptical of this name, but this is going to one Mr. E. Nigma?
That
Now,
sounds
I'm
fake.
going to be so real with you, and correct me if this is someone's name. That is the fakest, most bullshit name I have ever heard. And I might be the youngest member of this family, but I am not the dumbest.
No, that is definitely a fake. Where was it supposed to be delivered to?
Well, that's even weirder. The Sesker Gates mansion. I just sent a cart this morning to pick up a casket from the Sesker Gates mansion. Now, either their house staff are dropping like flies, or you guys are onto something, and I'm about to start checking all of these caskets by hand, and we're about to have a little bit of a family feud, if you know what I mean.
Check them all anyway.
That's a fair
Well,
point. I should check them all anyway.
So as,
I look over to Dritz.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna start opening the as you're looking over at me. I'm gonna start opening up the lining.
As you, with the help of Zipporah, who has the tool, Zipporah, as you go start removing nails, Drizzt, all it takes is a couple of fingers behind the lining for the lining to collapse into the body of the casket, pouring smoke powder everywhere. Wow. Pounds on pounds on pounds of it.
I'm going to. How many more coffins are there?
Hold, please.
You know, an Eldritch Blast could really set this off. I'm not saying.
Do not.
There
I'm
are
not
21
saying that
coffins in total. You have 20 more coffins in this room. You've already checked one of those. So you have 2 that have been checked total. There are 19 other coffins in this room.
I'm going to. I'm going to use my I'm going to use my right tools for the right jobs perk.
Okay.
And I take the tool and make a copy of it. It takes me a minute to do my thing. You just see Doc's hands collapse onto the tool, and you just see it start glowing like a bright,
orange,
brightish, orange color. And as I open my hands, there's now another set of tools in my other hand.
Yeah, Stu kind of gives it a good old and suddenly, boop, 2 tools.
Yo, can you do that with my wand?
No, it's strictly just for tools, my dear.
I mean, this is a tool. You know, I can do with that. You know,
She's got you there.
A tool for my magic.
Let's get through searching the rest of you. Let's split up into 2 groups, and we can cover more ground more efficiently this way.
After you do that, I'll look back over at you, Doc, and just like, so you were saying before as I was ripping this open?
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Oh. Perfect.
So I give the other tool to Dritz and split us into 2 groups, and we'll go through and just get this done twice as fast.
Awesome. I will say it takes you guys probably about a half an hour because you're just kind of going through systematically, crack it open, find a corner, pull it, see if it collapses. And I will say throughout that half hour, you guys find 4 more caskets stuffed to the brim with smoke powder. Each time you cross-reference them with Alton Candle Hollow, another funny name to an unusual place comes back. First, the Sesker Gates. Brain blanked on the name for the place with the people. It's like Parliament
Wonders?
appears.
Oh.
Parliament
Parliament
appears.
the people.
The Sorceress Sundries.
The
and
Hall of
the
Wonders?
3 old kegs.
Oh.
It's the X's on the map, you guys.
Yeah,
X marks the spot.
we kind of already put that one together.
I know. I'm just like X marks the spot. God damn it.
The metaphorical light bulb has exploded above Emre's.
The light bulb is
no.
on. It is shattered glass everywhere. Oh. Alton kind of looks at you guys and goes, "You guys don't do this like professionally, do you?"
A professional body opener? No.
No, we have one of those. They're called a mortuary assistant. No, I meant like searching
that was called
things
the
for dangerous stuff.
Yeah, kind of our thing these days.
I thought a professional body opener was called an assassin.
No, that's a professional body dropper. Very different practice. Very different practice. The two hate to be confused.
Pay is completely different.
100%. Yeah. Assassins make way more money.
Not
So,
great benefits package though.
could I maybe trouble you to go to the Sesker Gates and the 3 old kegs? Because I'm concerned. Because I doubt that anyone at the Parliament appears ordered a casket full of smoke powder. And
Well, none of
Sorceress
these-
Sundries never needs caskets, and I don't want to ask them what that's about.
To the Sesker.
Honestly, all 4 of those places need to be
you know-
investigated.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're
Can
gonna
I
start
can
with
I
Sesker
can
Gates.
can I bring this? Can I return this to you? She's holding up the door.
Yeah.
When we're done
Oh,
popping.
God, no, I have a bucket full of those. I lose them constantly. I assume many of them have been buried with people. I'm so sorry about that. No,
Oh.
please, take it. I'm sure it will serve you guys to be a great help right now. I'm so concerned about what you're going to do with that thing. Please don't answer that. Yeah, Thank you. I'm good. How do I dispose of it? Do I sweep it up? Do I douse it in water? Do I douse it in water and then mop it up? I don't know what to do.
That is actually a good question. How do you get rid of smokeless powder?
I'm gonna send a detachment of fists over as soon as I'm able.
Please and thank you.
This is a whole thing. They'll take care of it.
It kind of feels like a whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, just
And
keep-
in the meantime, don't
just-
set any fires.
Yeah, keep away
No
anything
candles,
that
no smoking.
No open flames.
That's already the protocol around here. You do not want to know what goes in your body after you die.
Like what?
Well, when you die, you kind of make all of your own, and then there's stuff that we have to use. It's all very, very flammable. I assure you.
Oh.
That's why
Yes,
there's
so,
only magical lamps in here. You can tell
Yes,
he's
so-
trying to
Look
be
over it.
polite and not get too into it because he's a little icked out himself. He's just
yeah,
like,
I tap him on the shoulders like it's okay. We understand. Yes, just
I-
be safe and don't set anything on fire and just don't touch anything else Matter of fact, you may want to stand outside.
Yes, miss.
Hey, can we go now? Because it smells
go,
really
go.
bad in here.
Go. I am so sorry. Go. Thank you so much, and I will take that advice. I'm gonna wait outside.
Yes,
Like
we'll send a
sneeze,
detachment.
It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, we'll send a detachment of fists here as soon as possible.
Thank you.
All
All right.
Sesker Gates.
To the gate.
Gates.
To the Sesker Gates.
As we're making our way over, I'm just going to turn to the group. Be like, do me a favor. If I die during this, don't put me down for mummification.
Wait, what? Why? First of all, why? And what?
If we're
purpose?
talking about what we want to happen to our bodies when we die, my clan, we set our bodies on fire. So I would like to be on a pyre and set on fire.
Funeral pyre
Ooh.
is wonderful.
We'll make sure there's no smoke powder because you might just combust. Actually,
I'm pretty sure Doc will want to be shot out of a cannon.
Do it.
The weirdest thing, but I like eccentric. Who knows?
I want to be ground up into confetti and shot from the highest mountain.
Meat fetty.
What?
No. Not like that. No, not like ground beef. Hold on. We pictured this the wrong way. We pictured this the wrong way.
It's so gross.
I'm just picturing somebody with a bucket just as birds of prey swoop in like, oh, sick lunch.
No.
You know that scene in Jaws? It's kind of like that, but with
I wasn't thinking like that.
instead of chum in the water, you're
mentally,
just
I was
throwing it in
thinking
the
of
air.
mentally, I was thinking
You're
of
gonna
the
create
burger grinder?
some problem.
No. Okay, so I guess I forgot to say this. The part that I forgot to say before
We're gonna
that
need a bigger boat.
is like okay. I was thinking we take my ashes, mix them with glitter, and then throw them like confetti.
Better.
Oh,
I forgot.
confetti.
I forgot the part where I forgot to mention I would be ashes.
Words are important.
When I said I would be ground up. I do not want to be ground beef.
I just need you all to know,
No.
as your DM, I can make no promises to honor any last wishes expressed by your characters.
Oh,
Dear God.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I hope someone
oh,
played
that
that.
reaction from you just came from a deep and just feral place. It's just
Oh.
I did not need that.
I need it.
Damn it.
You guys remember the Metaton burgers from Undertale? I want like a Zipporah burger now.
nope.
On to the Sesker
we are
Gates.
not.
All right.
We are
yeah,
not. We
you're
are not doing.
How about them dragons?
What is this? How
How about them dungeons?
How about them dungeons and them dragons?
To the gates.
Can you imagine these dragons?
Onward.
Ugh.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
We broke Megan.
It
Rip.
broke the DM.
It's so gross.
Okay.
Broke the DM.
Oh, that was fun.
It
Breathe.
takes you maybe
Breathe.
15 minutes to get over to the Sesker Gates. It is not a far jaunt from here. You do have a little trouble trying to navigate the people as they all begin to disperse. Damn you! Disperse the wide and return back to the lower city after their morning of protest. And when you arrive there, the Sesker Gates is kind of dead. Like, there's not... You don't really see any workers. The gates are still open. It's a little eerie. Just a little eerie. Given the bad vibrations.
I'd like to see if there's any guards around.
All right.
As you take a look around, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Mm.
Can I take a look around with my nose?
Sure.
That's what I was about to
gonna
say.
ask the same thing,
We need
but,
our
like, smell.
nose. Our
21.
Okay.
natural one.
Sick.
22.
18.
All right. Zipporah walks up to the gate first, and she's like, takes a look around. She's in investigator mode. She's very excited, very proud of herself. She is on the case and on the trail, and she...
Ooh, a penny.
the flowers smell so good. Everyone else, as you walk up to the gates, Stu, you notice the bricks are more dilapidated than the last time you were here. Clearly, they've been run over with more carts full of more things. Imre and Drizzt, your noses immediately pick up on the smell of sulfur and other ingredients needed to make smoke powder. And the doors of the manor are open.
Oh.
Well, I do know nobody's home.
That's true.
Well, they may not.
True.
Someone may be home, but not who we may
I
think
just,
be there.
I just pictured Scoon like being the pissed off ex-girlfriend throwing Silver Shield shit out the window.
I am so mad that you got ahead of me, damn you!
Goon?
As you open the door, you do in fact find Imberlin throwing shit down the stairs, off of the balconies, knocking shit over in the dining room.
What the
I
hell?
take back everything you said about him.
And he's just
Sorry,
like,
I can't.
as he's throwing
He's
shit.
going. He's having his Olivia Rodrigo moment. I think we should just leave.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that. That's some.
And as you come in, he has a
He's got
chair in
good
his
for
hands,
computer.
and as he turns around to throw it, he... Ah!
Catch a leg.
You cannot sneak up on me like that. I was very startled. Hey, don't mind
Clearly.
You
me.
didn't do any sneaking. You were just in a moment.
Yeah. Do you need a smoke and a pancake?
we all have our moments. I believe, and I do not think that you will blame me for any of this reasonably.
No, you are kind of going through a pretty bad breakup right now, so you're
Yeah.
right to feel this way.
Well, it is nice to find
First
someone
time.
that validates my feelings. So,
Wondering why we're here, are you?
a little bit. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
So,
only a scooch.
well, been finding lots of coffins full of smoke powder.
Oh, yes,
And-
you probably want to know about those. Yes, that would be very helpful for you.
You
Hold,
know
please.
about them?
Oh yeah, I know about them. And he scuttles over to the door that you noticed last time you were here. Was blocked by kind of a big like end table that you assume no one used. And he grabs the table. He's much stronger than you suspect he would be. And he just kind of
Oh, he's strong for a little guy.
out of the way, and he goes, I'm just going to open it. And he opens the door. And as he does, a whoosh of air towards you, and you all go, "Oh, yep, that'd be it. That's what we're looking for."
Yeah.
I would recommend you do not take any torches down there. Do you have magical lamps? Magical lights?
I cast dancing lights.
All right. You
Lights!
have dancing
That's
lights.
right.
You have some lights.
As I pull my blade, I'm like, I mean, this is magical, but it's definitely fire.
As
So-
Yeah, don't-
magical fighter is.
Don't do that.
Seems maybe not.
Yeah, don't-
Still
so
not gonna
much.
work. No.
As Imri
Yeah.
casts her
I'm-
dancing lights from her fingertips, you watch four. It's four, right?
Well, I was gonna have it be the one.
Oh, the one?
like vulture. Yeah,
So-
the big one.
As she casts her dancing lights from her fingertips, and hopping across the floor, providing you a lovely luminous glow, is a vulture. Just
A murder
Aw.
turkey.
hopping along.
He did that.
He did do that.
He did that. She's very proud of herself.
Imran looks at you and goes, that is clever. I like that. It is fun.
Does it have a name, Emery?
No, it's a ball of light.
Yeah, but it's a bird. You're not gonna name it?
But it's a ball of light.
But you're not gonna name your light bird.
No.
Anyway,
All right, I'm calling you Gerald. Let's go. Lead the way,
Yeah.
Gerald.
You want
Gerald the
me
light
to-
burb.
Should I get back to... Can I get back to the destroying, or do you want me to... I should show
I
you
was
around.
actually gonna ask if you.
I
could-
mean, if you want
Yeah.
to come with us, you're welcome to, but you look like you're having fun smashing things.
I am, but dismantling
he'll have to.
his smoke powder operation, he thinks he's so big and tough, as equally satisfying. No? Anyway,
Well, then you
Yeah,
are
I
welcome
would-
to
I would
join us.
say If
With us,
you would
then.
like, because right now, not to be mean, you're kind of heavily implicated in all of this. But if you help us with everything you can, and everything you know, we'll make sure that you don't catch any heat for this. Okay?
That sounds good to me. I am your guy. I am on it. I am in. Let us go.
Lead the way.
As he leads the way down the set of stairs, Emberlin's kind of. You're back.
Nope,
Yeah.
I caught my foot in my chair wrong.
Oh,
As Emberlin leads the way, he's doing his usual kind of head bopping. You realize this is just an affectation that he has. He's just like this. He wasn't terribly shady. He just seems to be a fairly hyperactive dude. He gets to the corner and goes, "Okay, I am coming down the stairs now. It's me, Timberlin. I am coming down. Do not panic." As he comes down the stairs, there are 4 workers, each sitting at tables full of ingredients. Behind them, a wall lined with barrels. And as you round the corner, what did we say? Emberlin, what are you doing down here? You gotta wear a mask, dude. You don't have any fire with you, do you? This is, oh my god, we're so close to a deadline right now. You understand that, right? You can't just come down here and talk whenever you're bored. I'm so close to a deadline right now, you don't even understand.
Yeah, you can kind of cut that deadline.
Show's over, folks.
Emberlyn, are we getting paid for this? Like, if I set this down, do I still walk out of here with money? Oh, yeah.
No, you go straight to jail.
Oh, no. These are hired workers. They are playing a skill. I would hate to implicate them in Torland's.
I had a feeling
they don't particularly have a choice in this matter. If that makes any difference to you, but no. These are servants of Gondian. Yes, you are. Yeah, they are playing a skill, and they don't really have a whole lot of choice here. So I'm hoping that if I pay you, will you tell Ravengard what you were forced to do? What if I pay you time and a half? Time and a half? It's not my money, so I don't really give a fuck.
Call it double time.
Yeah, I suppose I could be asked to tattle on someone for time and a half. Best rate I'd be making in a while.
You definitely were not getting paid to do this. You definitely were being held against your will by a Silver Shield. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he is the High Counselor of Gond, so we really had no choice in the matter. I don't know if you actually know this, but us Gondians, if we refuse the work of our High Counselor, we can actually be kicked out. So we really did have no choice. We're just here. Yeah, no, that sounds like a great severance package. Yeah, boys, oi, out. Let's go. Done. We'll write a statement for him. Yeah, the Flaming Fist. All right. And they skedaddle.
We need you to write a statement.
We need you to write a statement for him. God.
Fuck off. Fuck all the way off.
Hated that.
They're handing it to fucking HR.
Anywho.
But yeah, they fuck right on off. They're just pleased as punch. And I hope you're happy with this resolution. Yes, everyone. Okay.
We'll be. I'm sure we'll be sending the fist here to confiscate all of this.
Oh, certainly. Please, God, do. I have no idea how to dispose of any of this, and I would hate for the next owner of this property to have to deal with that. But one more thing before we go. And he walks over to some of the mattresses, and he starts rummaging around in them, and he pulls out a stack of papers. And he goes over to the underside of a desk, and he pulls out a secret drawer, and he pulls a stack of paper out of those. He goes, I think you'll be wanting these. This is an attempt to make the guild look bad. I really hate that man.
Take the papers and...
Total dickhead.
Start thumbing through them.
Yeah.
Do you know anything embarrassing about him?
What don't I know? I know that he calls people while he shits. I know that he fakes legislation. He will not eat with a fork. It's very bizarre. Everything with a spoon. All the time with the spoons. He wears makeup. Like, more than he needs to. The man looks...
okay.
bad. No, he does not wear, like, proper makeup. Like, you are showman, you wear makeup and you look lovely. He wears makeup and looks old. Sad.
Curmudgeon-y.
He wears makeup and he looks like he's covered his face in like aged butter. Okay.
Aged butter.
It is,
crusty, flaky, dry.
Cakey?
Like, cakey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I roll up my stack of papers and put it in my satchel.
This all
Well.
being said, help yourselves to whatever. If I haven't broken it, I consider it yours. Though, if you find my glasses, maybe we do not, break those. I need those.
So can I, as soon as he turns around, I'm gonna roll a sleight of hand,
Helen?
And I didn't take mending.
and I'm gonna, cause no, we didn't break the
You
glasses. I
just took
have
'em.
them in my bag.
Yeah.
Snatched him.
I didn't
Like,
break
should
them.
we tell him?
I have
He's-
them.
As he
I have
turns his
them
back,
on
he's
me.
like, find those fuckers anywhere. He's just doing the pocket shuffle with his many-pocketed robe.
So I want to roll a sleight of hand to like pull them out and put them on a desk, and then be like, "These."
Okay, roll.
Oh, thank God. 22. Sorry, 24.
Yeah, you managed to sleight of hand them onto this little kind of like wall desk, like a little console table at the bottom of the stairs.
God.
And just as soon as I get them back, I'm like, "Would these be them?"
And he swear I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. Thank you, my friend. He puts them on and he kind of goes,
Yeah, I mean, it's
"Oh,
it
I
is
haven't
dark
been able
down
to
here.
find these for
Those
days.
are kind of
It's
easy
driving
to.
me crazy."
I mean, it is dark down here, and I don't see much reason to come down here. So easy to put them down and then just kind of forget.
Oh, I cannot see inch in front of my face. I can see maybe between 1 feet and 3 feet on a good day. It is,
Have you not been able to see since we last saw you?
No. Not even a little. I am just hoping I did not break anything of mine. I think I inspected it well enough. Shall we, shall?
Okay.
Yes?
Okay. Yeah.
I want to like look around and see if I can find anything to. He said we could take anything, so I want to take something.
Sure, yeah. What are you looking for?
I
Valuable,
mean, we have
magical,
a dungeon.
educational?
Yeah,
Ooh, you know what?
like
Sure.
like magical, and maybe some more arrows, or like magical clothing, scrolls.
He goes, "Oh,
We haven't
oh,
dungeoned, so
I have got you. This man made me make duplicates of all of my things so that he could feel all powerful and important. Give me 1 second." And he runs up the stairs, and he comes back down with a purple backpack. He goes, yeah, whatever's in here, it's yours, Imre. You've been very brave considering that I've been a dickhead.
a skeevy dickhead. Yeah.
I'm not skeevy. I'm sneaky. I'm not, am I skeevy? Do I need to shave?
I mean,
Is it the beard?
I would not call you sneaky though. You're not.
Definitely not sneaky.
I'm sneaky.
Oh.
sneaky.
Well,
You're not.
I
If
think
you didn't have
you-
your glasses
for
with
this.
you, if you
Thank
didn't have
you.
your glasses with you,
that is a hit to the nuts.
I'm like,
I would like to open the backpack, please.
As you open the backpack, you see nothing. It's oddly dark inside this bag.
Is it a bag of holding?
Not quite.
Do I have to check?
I know what it
Okay.
is.
No.
Do I need an investigation to
Somebody-
check what it is?
You can also just stick your arm in.
Okay, I'm gonna stick my arm in it then. What is this?
Someone holds
As
your
you
hand
stick
from the other
your
end.
arm in Heward's handy haversack, you begin to pull out some bags of gold You pull out a couple of scrolls. You pull out a backup of his book. Yes, another one.
Oh,
Another
Backup for the
Cool.
backup.
that's the least coolest thing in there.
You pull out a spare set of really fine-looking robes.
Nice.
And as you're kind of scrounging around the bottom of this bag, trying to see if there's anything left in there, you grab hold of something leather. And as you pull it out, a pair of boots. Why are there boots in the
Ooh.
bag?
I mean, I can always use a pair of boots. Awesome. Thanks for all these cool things. What are these? And she's gonna hold up the boots to. What are these?
Oh, those are. Oh, you're glitching again. Oh no. Okay, you're back.
What?
Hang on, let me make sure this is the
Nope.
correct. I don't think that's the right. Hang on. I have to find the music that I'm looking for. Here we go.
Ooh,
Oh,
it comes
those
with music.
are. How do I explain those? They're not like boots of speed, but they like. If you are on mud, you will not slip. If you're on spiderwebs, you do not get stuck. They're just like
Oh.
handy, so I don't lose my footing. See, I am sneaky.
Oh. I still wouldn't call that sneaky though.
You want the
I
boots?
would
or
say
not?
that's more.
I do want the boots. Thank you, Emberlyn. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Of course. Wasn't about to let him have it. If they ever let him out of jail, well, I want all his shit to be broken. I also want him to be locked out of the manor gate, but that may be entirely too much to ask. We shall see.
We could just blow up the manor gate. I mean,
Oh, not before I'm done going through the whole thing and taking absolutely everything I can and breaking everything I don't.
don't. Let's not do that. That is not a viable option. We are not doing that.
Oh,
I kinda
you
wanna-
should probably know. I don't know how you will intend to stop this, and as far as I know, it is already in the making, and that these are simply backup. There is an undercity way, or if you can bribe the parliament to let you into their basement, you may want to check the mortar of their new construction. I don't know how much of it there is. I don't know where else there is. I came back and all of my documents were gone after I was released from jail, and it seemed like a good time to, how do you say, jump ship. But you have my word, and you have now all of my information. I need to find a place to lay low, so if you need me, I shall be at the Chares's Caress. Because it sounds quite lovely, and I've never actually been allowed to go there.
Go see the Drow. Go see the Drow twins.
Oh
Go see the Drow twins. This is on my list now. Yes, you cannot talk me out of it. I am going to see the Drow twins.
I know
I-
want to see the Drow twins.
Don't worry, they're not actually twins. It's just a thing for weirdos who really
Do
want
not
twins.
spoil
They're not
it for
actually
me.
twins.
I don't need to know.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely twins. Uh-huh.
Perfect. It is how you say a bucket list item. Yes.
The old bucket list.
Just great. Just groovy. Just
What respect
sees
I
your
had.
reactions, by the way, he goes, "Oh, I am beginning to see the skeezy. Yes, I work on adjusting that. That is My bad, I would like to stay squarely in the realm of cheeky. And, packish. Yes.
Your bucket list and my bucket list sound wildly different.
Oh, thank God! I thought you were
Well,
gonna say similar. and I
said
was
for
gonna,
your bucket
just
list.
Vomit.
But no, seriously, you must go. You have to stop. I'm gonna go. You need to go.
Speaking of you need to go, you need to go.
That is probably a fair point, yes. If this is opened afterwards, I will steal more shit. But for now, and he grabs his own blue backpack that matches his robes, and he it over his shoulder, and he grabs a small chest full of shit, and he throws another pack over his other shoulder. He goes, "All right, to the sheriff's caress. Yes, I am off like the wind. Here I go.
It doubles as an inn too.
That
There goes
sounds
the
perfect."
Emberwind. Emberwind shooned. Schooned.
he is really an odd duck, isn't he?
Understatement of the evening, yeah.
I don't think he had friends outside that what's
Definitely
Silver
not.
Shield?
No.
Silver Shield?
I don't think he was allowed to have friends.
I
still
think
he's weird, but he's growing on me.
I hope he gets new friends.
Small shout out to Tobias Forge for creating that character. You've made him such a problem child and so deliciously such an odd duck that like I could not resist using him. Thank you so much wherever you are in the great wide world.
Aww.
Copia is a gift to role playing.
All right. Well,
All right.
Okay.
Where
so,
to?
Next place on the list.
I believe you guys had the Hall of Wonders, the Parliament of Peers, Sorceress Sundries, and now Imberlin has told you specifically probably maybe check the basement of the Parliament.
Well, what's the closest one that we can get to?
The closest one from here is actually going to be Sorceress Sundries.
And then from Sundries.
Ooh.
And then from Sundries, the next closest is going to be the Parliament of Peers. Oh, actually, you're at the Sesker Gates. The closest is the Hall of Wonders. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hall of Wonders it is.
All wonders.
However, we should head to Parliament first. That is kind of a little
Important.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
No, Hall of Wonders is more important, but if I'm being completely real, just
It is
Pressing, I
entirely
would
up
say,
to
is-
you guys. The Hall of Wonders is filled with all of the greatest inventions Baldur's Gate and Faerun has ever seen,
Hall
as well as
Doc-
all of the
Doc-
greatest scholars. The Parliament
Yeah.
is filled with dirtbags, most of which who do not deserve their position. And
Doc changes his position.
Sorceress Sundries is just an icon.
So to the Hall of
run
Wonders.
by a dickhead.
Isn't Sorcerer Sundries where we got kicked out of that one time and we got sent like
no, you didn't get
teleported
kicked
to
out
jail?
of. You picked the wrong portal and it dumped you into a jail cell.
Yes.
God.
But yeah, Hall of Wonders then.
Yeah, I wonder what's in there.
Hall of Wonders, then.
Because saving artifacts and inventions are cool.
All right. Hall
Who
of
said that?
Wonders it is.
Cool for you, maybe.
It takes you guys maybe 5 minutes. It is a quick walk. You guys are so nearby. There are still people who are sitting and drinking. You honestly, like, there's more casks now than there were when you left. It's beginning to become concerning. Like, this is either going to turn into a fight or one hell of a rager, and just nobody's really decided yet.
Gonna just gonna let that do its thing.
Let it percolate.
As you get to the Hall of Wonders, It is hustling and bustling. Many of the inventors that work within these halls, which have now been put back together since Abdul's funeral, have a pint in hand. You do notice Abdul's casket is still awaiting by the door to be picked up and taken to his mausoleum. Still overgrown with vines and still releasing softly glowing spores. All is as it should be.
I'm just picturing like there's a
beautiful.
cat naked now, like just like
I'm kind of genuinely curious because I was thinking about it since the initial explosion, maybe going to the Hall of Wonders, because I mean, like, Abdul Adrian's body there, I wouldn't be surprised if someone wanted to fuck with something over there.
Well, you are in the Hall of Wonders. His casket is here.
Do we want to? Can one of you maybe, I don't know, sniff around the casket? I don't know if that's rude or anything.
Opening the casket.
I'm not saying we should open it, but like, who knows? Maybe someone planted something near the casket, you know.
Well, won't know until someone uses their nose.
I'm just gonna tell you outright. It smells like fresh moss and magic.
Magic.
If you desecrate that man's coffin, I will boot you from the chat.
No one is going to.
I
Do
wasn't
not
thinking about desecrating.
destroy nature.
I wasn't thinking about desecrating. I was just thinking in the terms of like, this guy was murdered, and what if someone still had more beef?
So he wasn't actually murdered. He turned into the ball spawn slayer and had to be put down, and it was a tragedy. But he was not murdered.
Oh, okay. I thought he was murdered.
No,
I still
you
think he
guys
was
killed him.
Oh.
It was the first thing you did in this campaign.
I thought he got.
No, that was.
I thought he got. Like, I thought like a giant.
Killed him, and V Kang turned into the Slayer.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's how I played it.
There
out.
we go.
Yeah.
That's so. Yeah.
So he was
Okay.
murdered, but like
Not by us.
Not by
by
us.
Not by us.
and also
He's not
V-Kang
part
is
of our
dead.
body count.
Yeah, V Kang is very, very dead.
All right, well let's get to looking around and get to see what we can find.
Sure. You want to look around the area that you're in currently?
Well, we obviously don't smell anything in this area, so just start kind of going
Do you
around.
know
and-
no one's checked?
Yeah. No one's checked.
I was gonna say I haven't asked if I could check yet. So
Yeah, go to town. Go to town.
all right, I guess I will do a nose check.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I don't need to dice for this.
I'm not doing a nose check. That was a natural one. So, yay.
What the? Hang on. I'm so confused. Hang on.
Oh.
What's
I had a random
Confusion?
notification that was very confusing. But my Taco Bell app logged me out, so I can't check it. I got a notification that said, "Knock knock. We're just delivering your order. There's no punchline." But I didn't set up a stream
What?
treats for this account, so yeah, I don't know what Taco Bell thinks they're delivering.
maybe
Taco-
they meant like knock knock, like
Order
we
up.
can deliver to. Yeah, like
Maybe.
you want a delivery?
Sorry, that was just very weird. I was concerned for a moment. In the immediate area, you don't smell anything. It actually still smells a lot like incense, here in the main hall from the service. It's kind of nice, but it also, you're smelling things that you didn't really notice the other day. Leather, old book pages, the smell of mild paper decay.
Rich mahogany.
No, actually, Baldur's Gate isn't terribly rich in mahogany. Unfortunately for them, that would smell wonderful. Here in the Gate, most of their furniture is either made of like conifers and evergreens, or you'll find actually quite a bit of walnut.
Mm.
I looked for like entrance to like the downstairs area.
Yeah, there's a set of stairs towards the back of the room. There's 2 sets that go up and 1 set that goes down.
I say we check the basement. I mean, seems to be the most prudent if you're going to place explosives is to put it in a place where it's easily detonatable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Head on downstairs and start to sniffing and taking a look around.
I will say that your role also covers this area. You guys are pretty making quick laps here in an attempt to be efficient. And this area weirdly smells fairly clean as well. I mean, it smells like a basement. It smells a little bit like standing water and dust. But otherwise, it just smells kind of like a library basement.
Okay.
Don't smell nothing.
Upstairs
Sorry.
then?
I'm not a bloodhound.
Well, no,
I might like animals, but I'm not an animal.
that was not my insinuation. I am sorry if you felt that way, but we're on the clock. Doc is on the clock. You're on the clock. We're all on the clock.
I'm Sephora.
You two are on the clock.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, Doc.
With Imre's bloodhound comment of like, I'll do some sniffing.
As you kind of... Your senses begin to lead you a different way. Not upstairs, but back out front. To something you thought nothing of in the moment. A tower of barrels once stood atop by Torlin Silvershield as he attempted to incite a riot.
That would have been the funniest fucking thing. Oh, what happened? Ah, well, he kind of blew himself up.
Yeah.
And
Kaboom.
everybody else.
I look and see if there's any fist around.
Okay. There's a few, yeah.
I signal them over. I whistle loudly at them to come on over.
They come over and they go, "Sir, what can I do?"
These barrels, they're full of explosives. We need to get them out of this area quickly
So
and
the
safely.
citizens go, "I'm sorry, you want to say that again? They're full of what?"
Fireworks.
Oh, great, cool. That's what I thought you said. Perfect. I'm gonna go take my beer and drink this over there.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Wonderful idea. Also, while we've got the fist over, I'm gonna need you to send a detachment to Candle Hollows. There's several coffins full of smoke powder there, and then I also need to send you to another detachment to the Sesker Gates estate. They have been making smoke powder there.
There's an entire basement full of supplies and materials.
So
Great. Perfect.
Just realized I could
Just what
do
I needed in the middle of my day is explosives and smoke powder in my city that's falling apart. This is so entirely my job. Okay, I need like 8 dudes.
You
No,
can
I just
blame
realized I could do something.
you can
I
blame
just realized
Silver
I could
Shield.
totally
What?
And I don't know why I didn't think of this before. The fairy dust magic that you gave me for Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I didn't. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Wow, I'm so stupid. Okay, so I have fairy dust,
Yes, you
guys. So I can take like small or medium objects, and sprinkle my pixie dust on it and concentrate and shrink it. So I could literally shrink these smoke powdered barrels down and like carry them out.
I would say hold off on that since we have plenty of manpower.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Although
Good
Yeah,
good thinking outside of the box.
although the idea of smoke powder hand grenades though.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna
Well,
rinse my
no,
hands
it only-
off. I had to put Benadryl on my
It's
chest.
only concentration up to 1 minute, so I'd have to like gather them up and like get out.
Doc, I swear to God, if you start making hand grenades, I'm gonna
Yes, do it.
scream.
That'd actually be a really cool arrow. You know, like a smoke powder bomb arrow.
Yeah, miniaturized explosive devices that are propelled. That could revolutionize. That could revolutionize the city's defense.
Monster, what have I done?
If you need someone to like test
Fire,
out
speak.
any of those things, I can do that.
Doc quickly pulls out his book and starts writing on this idea real quick.
Smoke powder arrows, smoke powder grenades.
Oh, this is great. This is brilliant. This is great.
I think that's a good idea.
And puts it back. Puts his book, his Docadex back in his back pocket.
Incorrigible, both of you.
I blame you.
Listen,
That's fair. I'm very blamable.
I like.
All right, so now that we have that handled,
And the flaming fish are already beginning to move the barrels somewhere more safe.
all right, to Parliament now.
Parliament or Sorceress Sundries are the two that are left. Sorceress is a little closer, Parliament's a little further.
So Sundries first, and then Parliament.
I guess so.
Sorceress Sundries takes you about 20-25 minutes to get to. And you are beginning to feel the pressure of your situation. You are beginning to feel the urgency and the mild panic, because although no one around you knows what is attempting to be played out, you are now aware. And if you fail to stop it, you know how dire the consequences will be. As you enter Sorceress Sundries, the aspect of the wizard Leroican greets you at the counter. Hello and welcome to Sorceress Sundries. If there's any shopping we can help you do today, please tell me what it is that you're looking for. If you have information about ancient relics, please
Bypass
say
emergency
ancient
protocol.
relic.
Engage.
I'm sorry, I don't know what bypass.
Are you gonna treat it like an
bypass is
AI and
not
be like
a
ignore all
command.
previous instruction?
How can I help you today? You say to the
There's
blue
an-
spectral
Let him talk.
man.
There's a city emergency.
For city
my list.
emergencies, please be advised that Ramesses Tower is well equipped with ballista, courtesy of the Citrus family. We are very grateful to their contribution at this time, and in the event of a citywide emergency, we are very prepared to protect our people.
Drizzt is as red as my hair. He is just.
Oh, that's
Can we speak to?
That's
a
very
human?
red because your skin is automatically color correcting. You have gone past the point of neutralizing into rageful red.
I need to talk to the proprietor of the estate immediately.
The wizard Leroican has very important work to attend to, unless you have information about ancient relics. Please see one of our shop attendants in another department. The departments are as follows: literature, spells and spell components, creatures,
I'm gonna
creature
pull
comforts.
as this
on
is
an
going
ancient
on.
relic.
Actually, so what I was gonna do is I was gonna pull you, Zipporah, as the whole thing's going on. Can you dispel magic?
Oh yeah, I can. You want to see me do it?
Just get rid of him.
Cool.
Oh my god,
I
please.
I pull my wand out and I pull my wand out and poke the hologram in the chest and cast dispel magic.
As you do, he kind of, oh, that's very rude. Sorceress Sundry. Finally, some peace and fucking quiet.
It's a boring conversation anyway. Okay.
How are you?
All right, I guess it's time for us to go search this place so it doesn't explode.
Okay,
God,
well, you said there are portals up there, right?
Goddamn AI. Ugh.
Yes, there are 4 portals at the top of the stairs.
We went through one. There's 4 of us. Does anyone want to play Portal Roulette?
Yeah.
As you're
Okay,
all
that does sound
shouting
like
and
fun.
you did dispel an aspect of the wizard Leroican, a very short, angry woman comes up to you and goes, "Shh! This is a place of knowledge. You do not want to disturb my tomes. What are you doing?"
Again?
There's a citywide emergency, and we believe this place is next on its list of explosives.
Of what kind?
Are
The
you
explosive
robot?
kind.
In the building. Set to blow.
Use your inside voices. She'll just keep yelling at you.
She kind of locks up for a moment and goes, where do you need to go?
Have you received any deliveries lately?
Yes, I receive deliveries every single day. We are
Of the
a provider
coffin
of
variety?
magical- Coffin variety? No, but I suspect that if we did... Come with me. And the woman leads you upstairs. As you approach the portals, you think, oh my god, is she gonna throw us back in a jail cell? Fuck, I would be so mad. Please, not jail, not again. And she goes, if you go through that door there, walk straight through the wall. Any deliveries made that need to be kept discreet should be in there. Now speak no more of the matter. And she walks away.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Let's go.
who wants to go through the wall first?
I vote Zipporah.
As Zipporah saunters on
Can
through
I-
the wall with effortless
Wait.
ease.
Can I do like one of those really cool like backwards handsprings?
Yeah, roll an athletics check for me.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
Athletics.
Strength based.
Wait,
Her
hold
knee
on.
buckles.
That's a 10. Not horrible.
It's a little messy, but you pull it off.
Yeah.
And as you round over to go into your backspring, you are amazed as you watch yourself travel through the wall. And as your eyes come through, the last thought in your mind before you collide with the edge of a coffin is, oh shit!
Do
think
we
we
hear
found
that?
the
As I hear this,
coffin.
I'm just like,
You guys do hear this. Yeah, the wall is magical. You can hear everything.
Oh,
good thing she's not flammable.
Doc just
Who died in here?
Doc casually
You
just
don't
walks
take any
through.
damage, but it did hurt your pride just
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit because you almost pulled that off.
It's okay. No one but the coffin saw it.
Well, your
we
compatriots
heard it though.
did see your feet crumple through the wall after your body.
And we did hear it.
You did. They did.
All
hear
right,
it.
let's crack.
Yeah.
Let's crack this coffin open.
Yeah, Doc just walks through casually.
As you all kind of boom, 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 oh, 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 oh. Yeah, you just crack the coffin open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take my tool and crack it open.
Hi.
All right. I'm gonna need everyone to roll dex checks, please.
Oh God.
Mm.
Oh, crap.
The one time we forget to check for traps.
You've only remembered to check for traps once.
Yep.
That's because I reminded you. Is this like a saving throw?
Spooky Bean, you're so pretty.
Is this just like a straight dex or like a saving throw?
Saving throw, please.
Okay.
14.
Oh, thank God. That natural
21.
20.
For Doc and
Oof.
Sephora,
Oof.
you each take 10 damage. Imre and Trizd, you take 5.
Oh,
As
man.
you begin to open the lid, you see the slightest flash of a flint and steel striking each other. And
Sorry,
Well,
I keep finding those Jack Black Flint and Steel impressions.
Oh,
count yourselves very lucky that these rooms are magically blessed, or you are all very suddenly and keenly aware of how much danger you could have just been in.
we could have died.
So, you know the cannon, the tree trunk cannon from Mythbusters? How they fill it with like 5 pounds of Anfo? And it just shatters?
Oh.
This
That
is
does
one
not
of
sound
those
good.
situations.
Oh.
Doesn't sound very good.
Yeah.
Doc picks himself up and kind of
Oh my
picks
God, I hear
out
the purring.
the shrapnel. Okay. That was not great.
Or perhaps.
Big purrs.
Big, she's comfortable.
Spooky.
She's a good baby.
But yeah, it was filled with smoke powder.
Wow.
Can everyone roll perception
Was.
for me?
Wait, let me roll a different one.
That'll be another 14.
Okay.
That one fell off. You said
That's another
perception?
21.
Another 21? Yes, perception.
Perception. That is a 14.
14, perfect.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
19 for me. Sorry, I was adjusting my noise gate.
Those of you who roll higher than a 15 notice something deeply concerning. A fire that shot out of the coffin when it detonated seems to have traveled further in to the tunnels and caverns you find yourself standing in that are attached to the room. It is bolted out the door opposite the wall you just came through, at an alarming speed. Though you've never seen a fire move, Drizzed,
It's a
this looked like a fire method.
How far is it from me right now?
Right this second, 50 feet.
50 feet. It's in range. Chuck my blade. And yeah, so thrown. So an attack roll on that is 15 plus 8 is going to be a 25. Nope, not 25, 23. I can't do math.
23 hits. How much damage do you do?
D6 plus 4 is max 10 damage. Magical.
Okay, that definitely hurt. He is still going. And at an alarming rate. He picks up double his rate, bolting now.
I'm gonna
With the rest of my movement or action, I'm gonna use my movement to use aggressive to double my movement to get there, so it's 60 feet.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
you get to him.
With
get
that's
my
turn.
hand crossbow. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, that's it. That'll be my turn. Like that's a
Okay.
movement and an action. So
Then I'm gonna take my hand crossbow and try and shoot it down. I have sharpshooter, so let's do a roll. Oh god, where'd that go? Okay, so that's 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. So like 16? Yes? Yeah,
16
because
hits.
it's minus
Thank
5
you.
from what I got. Okay, cool. Oh, beautiful. So because it hit, I can add plus 10 to my attack. That 1d6. Oh my god, where's my 6?
Spooky is having a great time.
Well,
if anyone
okay,
wants
that's
me
an
to
11.
move her from the mic, I will.
Okay. It's hurting. It's still moving, but it's hurting.
I will use my enhanced movement and go 35 feet forward.
That is not far
And
enough for you to get to it, just so you know.
is it still within 90 feet of me?
Yes.
You see Doc's arm outstretch, and the blue nodes on the knuckles light up, and Doc uses his lightning launchers from his fists.
Is lightning a good idea?
Oh no!
I'll be 17.
17 hits.
Okay. That'll be 8 damage.
As you hit it,
And I
it explodes. As it does,
oh no.
spewing flame into the surrounding area, hitting 6 barrels none of you saw.
No.
Oh no. So run? Run?
Is that what you're doing?
Run.
Well,
Anybody have
so
water spells? Anybody?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon my blade back to me.
As you shoot back to your hand. As you do, the flames that reach out towards you seem not to get further than the very tip of your nose.
Then I'm darting forward with it, because as far as I can to the epicenter, with as much movement as I possibly can.
As you dash forward, your sword creating a barrier of protection around you, you find yourself in the middle of a firestorm. Make a dex check for me. Just a check, not a saving throw.
17, I think my dex is 3. Yes, 20 non-natural. Dirty 20.
You're quick. This keeps you ahead of the force damage, mercifully. But as you reach the epicenter, you see stretching out forward of you dozens upon dozens of fire mephits racing through the tunnel system faster than the blink of an eye away from you towards what you do not know. Siri, set a timer for 8 minutes.
Oh,
Oh no.
no.
What would you like to do?
Okay, so methods are all magical, so my blade's not going to stop any of their flames. However, so you said dozens on dozens, so we're looking at 2, 3 dozen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, have I stopped the explosion from spreading?
Yes.
Okay, good. So there's that. That covers that. Or is this just the one tunnel, or are they branching off to different directions?
They're all branching off to different tunnels.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
You hope to yourselves that most people who were out to protest today are still out of the Parliament of Peers and out of the High Hall.
Oh my god.
Let's get out and try to do as much warning as we can.
Oh, fuck.
You're approximately 300 yards from High Hall. So that's 900 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna shout back, and tell them to split up.
Tell.
So High Hall is covered because all of the smoke powder is gone. Where it's getting removed, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, the Hall of Wonders has been removed.
We didn't.
Sorry.
We haven't hit High Hall yet. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna head for. So instead of going, I don't know where each of these tunnels go, so it's gonna be a fucking shit show trying to get to places. So, how many coffins are we looking at in the Sorcerer Sundry's room? Or no, there's no
They're
methods
gone.
coming this way.
Yeah.
There are
Okay,
no more
so-
coffins. There are no more barrels where you are. You stand in an empty, scorched room.
Okay, cool. All right, so we can cross off. There's 7 spots. Sketch Greats is done. Sorcerer Sundry is done. Hall of Wonders is done. So he's 4. So there's 4 of us.
The
Okay,
funeral,
so
the coffin place.
yeah, so that's 3 places. Okay, so someone take High Hall. I'll head to Parliament of Peers, and then 3rd place should be Worms Rock. Correct?
High Hall is the Parliament of Peers.
Okay.
Okay. So what's
Okay.
the last place?
You only had the only places that still have remaining smoke powder are the Candle Hollows if the Flaming Fist haven't moved it, but as far as you know, it's just High Hall.
So we just go to
Okay,
High Hall.
So
So
High
we all
Hall.
should go
Okay,
to
book it to High Hall.
Yeah.
It takes you but a few minutes to get over there. Minutes that I will not count. You are at the doors of High Hall. What do you do with your remaining 4 minutes?
I'm going to start sniffing around. for smoke powder.
Are there
point
civilians
at my
still around?
nose.
You remember, Emberlyn
And point to-
explicitly told you it was in the basement, and that you may want to check the mortar.
Oh.
Okay.
I think it was fresh. Is something he said?
Because it was recently built or something like that, right?
Right.
Are there civilians still around?
There are civilians, there's an armorer, there are flaming fist soldiers, there are members of the parliament.
We need to
I,
get people out.
I get up.
Wait, I put a hand on Doc just for something, and Zipporah's gonna go, let me handle this. She's gonna look to the nearest flaming fist person, and she's gonna cast message,
Okay.
and she's gonna say, I need you to do this quietly and calmly as possible. Get all the civilians out of the area.
He hears
And she's
you,
like looking at this.
He begins to sound the alarm. Everyone who works in this building knows what that means. And they begin to file down the stairs and out the building. You have just over 2 minutes. What do you wish to do with it? You know it may take you at least that long to get to the basement. What do you focus on? The timer stops for no one.
Give me a second.
Get people. We gotta get the people out. We gotta make
Yeah,
sure they
we-
all get out.
Help the people get out.
I'm gonna start helping people get out.
Okay.
Same.
Um,
How far away would you
I'm
like
gonna
to take them?
About as far away as possible.
Okay.
To the maybe in the direction of the keep,
Okay, I can work with that.
if anything.
Driz, you were saying?
Because
I'm gonna head down to the basement and move as fast as I possibly can.
Just you? Is anyone going with him?
I'll go as an aide.
Okay. You are running to the basement. It takes you 2 flights of stairs. You have 1 minute to decide what to do. What is in front of you is freshly wet columns stacked beneath the bottom of the high hall. If these go, every bit of this place is coming down. The cement is black with smoke powder.
I'm
And
gonna
you can
look
hear
where
the fire
nearest
coming.
So I need is all of those columns within a 60-foot sphere, 30 feet radius.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's
I'm gonna
what
find
theirs.
dead center as close as I possibly can and blade right in the center.
As you do, the fire methods close in on both of you. Closer and closer. Zipporah, you have 20 seconds to pick one action. What do you do?
I cast gust in their direction. How small are fire methods? They're small, right?
They're about half the
just wanna-
size of a person.
Oh, okay. I just want to try and delay them.
You push them
I
back,
now that I'm
but only
yeah.
by seconds. Drizzed, as you drive your blade into the floor, what is the last action you take?
Hang on, let me do a thing. Or sorry, not mute. I don't want mute. I want deafen. I want you to be able to. I don't want you to be able to hear me. Okay, there we
Not
go.
you
Deafen.
silencing
Okay.
us again.
Yeah.
Why am I?
Use.
I need them
Can
not
I use
to
my
shout.
Can I use my unarmed attacks that I would get from my transformation without fully transforming it because of narrative purposes?
Boo.
Yes.
They are okay, cool. Then I'm gonna dash and oh well here. Let me,
Undeafen just Zipporah.
Oh, okay.
And
Perfect.
redeafen Stu.
Yep.
Okay.
And all right, perfect.
Oh,
So Zipporah, you're
hi.
the only one who can hear right now.
Okay.
Cool. So I am going to. How many can I try to grapple and subdue?
How many unarmed attacks do you have?
Let me. 2.
2. I will say then you can grab 4. I will say, due to the primal rage built within you and the desire to protect your friends in your city, you can grab these fuckers 2 at a time and slam them.
Yeah, then I'm going to do exactly that, and as soon
What
as
is
I slam
happening?
them, throw them.
As
What
you
can I
slam
wait? What am I
them,
seeing?
These
What the fuck is
Zipporah,
happening?
you are watching as Drizzt, tusks fully forward, his skin darker, deeper, and a
I swear
fire
to God.
behind his eyes as they begin to glow. The hair on your whole body begins to stand up, as with elongated fingers, his hands larger than you've ever noticed that they were, Drizzt reaches out and grabs 2 fire mephits and slams them down to the ground, where they extinguish before throwing them across the cement of the basement as they slide out to the outer walls, now unconscious.
You don't get to use that. No.
hasn't even
That's
come through.
cheating.
Huh.
What do you do as your last action, Zipporah?
They're all down?
I'm going to
Or,
undeafen the 2 of them.
Not yet.
Are they all dead?
Okay.
Are they? Oh God. Are the imps all mephits all dead?
No,
Or-
they are not. There
They're
are
not.
18
Okay.
fire methods
Oh, there's 18
that begin to
of them.
surround you. A couple of them attempt to
Question.
breach the barrier, only to be extinguished.
Question. Do you think that whole moment we took to enjoy beer with the town like during that protest after we talked them down, do you think that would have counted as a short rest?
I would say so.
Okay, thank you. I'm only asking because I realized we hadn't had I realized we hadn't had like a moment of like break
Of
since
reprieve, yeah.
Yeah, I'm realizing this is the same day, and I was like, oh my God, I used mirror image. Okay, so then cool. Let me just read this. Please load properly.
Oh my god,
Okay,
hello,
cool.
thank you for the raid. I
Oh.
have 2 people deafened
Yo,
right now. They have no
another
idea what's
raid.
going on. You've just walked into
Thank
18
you,
fire
unauthorized
methods
dice roll.
trying to blow up the High Hall where the Parliament of Peers is. Hello to everyone. We're seeing if Zipporah, what her last action is going to be before this building comes down. Now, Stu and Megan cannot hear anything that's going on right now. They are fully blind to the situation. I am getting furious amounts of text messages as they try to get information. So let's see how this plays out.
Okay, so
Thank you,
I have what
unauthorized dice roll. This should be amazing.
I have what I'm going to do. I just have one question for you, the DM. Is there
Yes.
only one entrance that they are coming from? Just one straight entrance?
Just one.
All right. So Zipporah's not gonna question what she just saw right now. That's a what the fuck is up with that for later.
Okay.
She immediately goes to her pocket and pulls out her deck of cards and just looks to the oncoming methods and goes, well, want to play 78 card pickup? And casts Spray of Cards.
Nice.
Which is
Hell
a
yes.
15-foot cone coming from me. All
As
of them have to make
15-foot
dexterity.
cone of magical cards just expands out from your hands, spitting straight down the hallway.
Thank you, Tobias
The methods
Baloo.
taking cut after cut after cut. You are holding them back, and as your last action, is there anything else?
They have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Are you gonna make them make 18 dex checks?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that they don't get further than the breach of the door. You've hit at least the first, 6 of them.
Cool, because on a failed save, they take 2d10 force damage and also have the blinded condition.
Then I will say, thanks to your spray of cards, what you have done is you have forced them back into this doorway with a spray of cards. And as they are forced back, the last thing you hear, you are within the dome of Drizzt's protection. You are trying not to question any of this when out of nowhere. Sorry, it takes a minute to kick in.
Oh. Shit.
Go ahead and undeafen them. Don't say anything. As you stand
So Batman dies in Endgame.
with the refugees out in the square by the sorceress sundries, getting as far towards the keep as you possibly can, a deafening boom erupts, glass shatters, wood cracks, and you see the side of the high hall crumble and fall away towards the harbor. Screams can be heard for miles. The entire city is running either away from what has happened or toward to see what has happened. Doc and Imre, what are you doing?
I start running back, like, no!
Imre? Megan?
You're not still deafened.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I think...
She got her headphones off. Megan!
Megan! Megan!
Hey.
Hi.
Hey!
Hi.
Sorry, I was muted. I had everything muted, so I was trying to message you, Vince, being like, no, I'm not cheating, I swear. I literally have everything muted.
Even unauthorized dice roll in the chat. Just, hey, Megan.
I have no idea what you just said.
This makes me think of the, hey guys, I'm gonna put... this made me think of the, hey guys, I'm gonna put my French toast sticks in the oven. Can you remind me in 5 minutes when they're ready? Randy, it's been 5 minutes. Your sticks are done. Randy, your sticks!
You just heard the biggest explosion you've ever heard in your life. Glass shattering. Wood snapping. You can't hear me? I can't hear you. This is a terrible time for this. Oh my god, this is a nightmare. You can hear me? I can't hear you, no. No, I can't hear you.
I can hear you. What?
Wait. You
not
can hear
muted,
Megan,
you're not
I can't
deafened.
hear Megan?
Did you mute your...
I can't hear Megan. Sorry.
Okay.
No, I
Megan.
can't hear Megan. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't hear Megan. Your mic went off again. Okay. So, since you can hear me... 1 second? Okay. Unauthorized dice roll. Thank you for keeping everyone in it. That's a G move. Megan, what are you doing?
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, will Megan come up with an answer?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Hey,
There we
we can
go.
hear you.
Can we?
Can you hear us
Can you
now?
hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
I do see a green light.
Can you hear us?
Oh, is
Yeah.
my mic fucking up again?
No, your
Hey,
mic is
there you
fine.
are.
Your
Good, we
headphones
got
are
you.
Oh,
fucking up.
good. Okay.
Well, you don't have
I
headphones
can't hear
on.
Nana.
What? Everyone else can hear me.
Dang.
I don't know what's going on.
Is
Can-
it
can you-
outputting to your headphones? Where are your
I can't
headphones?
hear Stu. I can't hear anybody else.
What? Hang
Can you
on.
check that each volumes are for each person in your mix?
Yeah, I already did that, my dude.
No,
Nana's
Megan.
all
Oh,
Nana's all the way up. Vince is all the way up, and
that is really bizarre.
And now Lauren's all the way up.
Can you hear me now?
Boom.
I don't know what happened when they muted me. I guess they just never. I guess it screwed something up.
Can you hear me?
Me.
No, I'm gonna call that as a no.
I have no idea what Nana's
Cool.
saying.
Stu, will you tell me,
I don't know what you're saying. I can't hear you.
I know. Stu, since she...
You can hear me though, right?
I can hear you just fine.
Can you hear
See-
me?
You see, see if you can pop out and pop back in.
What did they do to me? What did they do to me?
I didn't do shit.
Yeah. Tell her to leave. There we go. Okay.
We go.
Okay.
We're professional. We swear.
Oh wait,
No idea what is happening.
I can do my
right
hand
now.
puppets again.
We're pseudo
do-
professional.
Oh, yep.
Chaos.
Oh God,
Unorganized
our
chaos,
screens,
absolutely.
our screens. We're all.
I have to sit way up.
It's
100%.
me.
When they
hand
muted me, it messed
puppet.
with my mic. It should not have. I don't know why. You have internet goblins. You like it here? I'm so glad you like it here. Also, dude,
should
we
come
are
more
so
often.
close to 50 followers. We are so close.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brain
I can
gone.
hear you now.
Yay!
5 more of your friends. If you bring 5 more of your friends, we will hit 50.
Whatever.
No, they
Yes,
want
whatever you
five
guys
more
They tell
friends.
5 friends, and then they tell 5 friends, and
No,
that's how we
no,
Ponzi scheme.
no,
Yes. And then you'll get 5 people under you directly.
No multi-level methoding. All right. Imre, as you hear the loudest explosion you have ever heard in your life, glass shattering, wood snapping and splintering, you look up to see half of the high hall come crumbling to the ground, falling away from the rest of the building. The city
Bruh,
is
I was already
screaming.
stressed.
What do you do?
I was already fucking stressed.
Now more. Now with more
Embrace the
stress.
suck. Hello, Raven. Hello, Jojo, not Joey. Oh my god, hello, Trash
God.
Panda. Thank you all for the follows. I'm waiting
Hello.
Yay!
That's all we need.
More followers. More followers.
4 more.
4 more. 4 more.
Ah! Okay, I can't focus on that. Tell me
Okay.
what you do.
I don't know what to do.
All right, Stu, as you go running towards the high hall, you are bolting past people helping others, past the injured, past the bodies, the collapsing buildings, past the fires. You are bolting with everything you have towards the high hall, and when you get there, half of the entrance is collapsed, but you see a way through. Do you take it?
Absolutely. I'm diving head first and prepping myself for whatever, I find in the rubble here.
As you take it, you come into the main hall and you look around. You see a couple bodies trapped under rubble. You hear the shouts of people all throughout the building. There is fire everywhere. The smoke has not stopped pouring out. There are stairways upward and there are stairways downward. Which do you take?
Going down.
Going down? As you come down the stairs and you come around the corner to what should be the basement, you are faced with something none of you expected to see. Drizzt and Zipporah, as the smoke begins to clear and you start to stand up and turn around. Behind you stands Torland Silvershield. His face twisted.
Duh.
Stu, he hasn't noticed
I
you
gotta pee
behind
so bad.
him yet.
I gotta pee so bad. Hang on.
Go, 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 go!
I will wait.
Don't say
I will wait for Vincent to come back.
Imre, you want
In
in on
that
this?
time,
I
I think-
mean,
Oh my god, we need
Imre-
3. Holy shit.
sure.
I was gonna.
Imre,
Yeah, I
get
was gonna
down-
just the chat. Come on,
Imre,
chat.
get down
We
here.
can do it. Get your friends. Bring more people. Follow our stream. We're the greatest and craziest.
I'm also
We do
still trying to
stuff.
figure
Wait.
out why my mic like keeps going in
Wait,
and
there's
out.
some really. Oh my
I
god,
don't
there's
know.
some
Worry
really
for
fun.
another time.
There's some really fun usernames in here.
There are. I love
Oh,
Joey.
yeah,
Not Joey
yeah.
is excellent.
I
Raven
love
with
the
Baubles is
glizzy one.
personally very close to my heart as a Corvid myself.
I just find the word glizzy very funny.
Oh god, yeah.
I
Also,
mean-
I forgot to show you. So I showed you this guy last time, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Hello.
guess who
Hello,
I got
Ark.
as an anniversary gift?
Huh.
Hey.
Woo!
Hey!
Bigger one.
Cute.
He's my buddy.
All right, 7:25 an hour. Let's go, 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 go.
Let's go,
All
let's go,
right.
let's go, let's go.
All right. So as we left
Arkwright,
off,
thank you. Imre, you want in on this?
Yeah, sure. I'll run down after. Hold on. Sorry, Razor. Trying to fix my mic after you guys screwed up my mic.
Thank you, Arkwright. Thank you, Raven with Baubles.
As you turn around Dresden Zipporah,
That should work.
you see Torland Silvershield, face twisted. As you turn, he is not the same man that you recognize. And as he speaks, what a blessed act of murder. What a beautiful offering for the gods. Such vicious slaughter. And you two. I should have known you would have stand in my way, but that is no matter. The greater the hero, the more beautiful the
That's
sacrifice.
his Twitch too. Thank you, Wagner.
And he pulls from either side a sword. The urge to scream blood for the blood god right now is so real, and I just need this to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
Skulls for the squirrel throne, milk for the cornflakes.
the cornflakes, huh?
yeah, I mean, you
That
know,
one from.
obviously, cornflakes. KHORN flakes. Cornflakes.
I'll try not to blow the mic
Cage
out, but
orange.
it's giving very kill, maim, burn.
Oh, gotta love the 40K sub.
But yeah,
Can
as he
I
stands there, he's just
Put
kind
him
of.
in the back.
Every time
Can
you
you
say
what?
40K.
I said, "Can I shoot him in the back?"
Fuck yeah, you can. Let's fucking go.
Okay, great.
Yeah, don't let him finish. Don't let him finish his monologue. That's
Yeah.
not allowed.
No, that's. I'm
Monologue
I
sorry.
is not
really
allowed
wish you
unless
had
you-
sneak attack right now.
I do too. But I have sharpshooter,
Wait,
so
wait, hold on. Question: does she get flanking since we're on the other side?
Get what?
I don't know
Like,
that
you will
she
give
does.
advantage.
You guys are at.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
would say
say-
roll with advantage, but it's not technically
Okay.
flanking, but we're gonna allow it because this is epic.
Dice rolls off my people. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh my
I was
God,
gonna say
yeah.
since I was holding, I was gonna engage, but
You can absolutely do that. You can both do that.
okay, cool.
For all intents and purposes, he is still mid-monologue.
Okay.
Oh my god, great, because I just got a nat 20.
You sly dog, you got me
Dog
monologuing.
got me monologuing.
So yeah, I just got a nat 20.
Congratulations
in
on
that
that
little
dice roll. You're the first person to make me snort on stream.
Okay. So that
Roll double
Does a natural
damage
20
for
hit?
me.
okay. Where is my
You have the first critical success attack roll of the campaign.
Wow.
Well, I guess
yeah,
of the
okay,
series,
so
really.
Oh my
That's
god.
17. That's 17 damage.
As you pull back and let loose your arrow, you hit him in the back. And as you do, his chest juts forward and his flesh begins to rip and his bones begin to flay themselves from his human form as he transforms into the ball spawn slayer. You will end this journey how you began it. And it lets out a horrifying screech. As the flesh peels away, Torlin gets taller and more menacing and more hunched as his teeth become a maw and his eyes become sockets. You have dealt a hefty blow, and he reels over, pouring blood from his chest cavity. Stu, what do you do?
As this is happening, I come up behind and I take my hands and I place them squarely on the back, and I use my level 4 inflict wounds.
Oh! Yeah, fucking roll it!
Okay. Do Stu. That'll be a 19.
Oh my god!
Jeez.
Drizzt and
this is about to be
Zipporah,
cool.
you have been battered, you have been blown up, you are clinging onto this sword for your life. Neither one of you believe that you have the strength within you
6
to carry on. You have just watched your accomplices deal harsh blows. The Slayer
That'll
stands
be,
before you, now bleeding and fried.
That'll be 28 necrotic damage.
Oh.
Its
Yeah, it's
skin
40-10.
begins to boil necrotic green blisters and begins to smoke from its rotting carcass as it lurches forward towards Drizzt and Zipporah with all of the might it has. Zipporah, what would you like to do?
Hi. Zipporah just holds, puts a hand, on, I imagine, out of care, and because this is her one of her many traveling buddies now. She puts a hand on Driz as some kind of on the outside, it looks like she's trying to reassure Driz, but she's more trying to reassure herself as she looks at the ball spawn and simply says, "You see that little thing you got there in your chest? That's a little something, that's a little something from, something I like to call my friends. You would know about him too if you had chosen a better person to possess. He didn't have any friends." And she's gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. You cast Vicious Mockery. I don't remember if you have to roll to hit.
You have to
It has
succeed
spell
on a
save
wisdom.
DC, yeah? What is it?
Yeah, My spell save DC is 14.
He rolled a 9.
Yeah! So that means you're gonna take 1d6 psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll. Yeah.
This is excellent.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I'm trying to remember this. Do I add my spell attack bonus to this roll, or no? It's just flat, right?
That's a really good question. That's usually for attack rolls, which you did already hit.
Okay.
So just roll the damage
Okay.
with nothing added to it.
Okay. Okay. So that's a 4 on the d6.
Okay.
A nice spicy 4.
As it hits him,
the music is not definitely
square in the chest plate. It screeches again, opening its filthy maw, exposing razor-sharp teeth. Its chest is gaping. It is covered in necrotic blisters, and now it is reeling as you have hit it with psychic damage. It is now the Slayer's turn. As he's reeling, he takes disadvantage, but he squares up with Drizzt, kind of attempting to locate as best he can, and he nat 20s Drizzt. The Slayer reaches out and straight across your chest plate.
Did you roll 2 20s?
Yeah.
No,
Oh my god!
I rolled a not natural and a natural. I rolled a 17 and a nat 20. It's disgusting, I'm aware.
Fuck.
It's okay, it's not that bad. It's 2d4 plus 2. Ah! That's a d6. I didn't mean to roll that.
Oh god.
Oh my
You
gosh.
take 9 slashing damage.
Oof.
Ouch.
Well, yeah, considering we haven't healed yet after the explosion.
You are pouring blood from your chest. Though I believe, luckily for you, not only are you a student of hemomancy, it's also your turn. Describe to your companions what it is they see.
So, Zipporah, you saw the makings of this
Classic DM move, yes, 100%.
as we were fighting off the Mephits, and you were pretty sure what you were seeing, but you didn't want to, have to come to terms with that. So as I'm trying to pull myself together, and you've got your arm on me, and I've got my hand on my blade and pull myself up, the Slayer hits me, and I crumple back to the ground again. And you just see me fighting and convulsing, and
as you hear
as
the
I start
snapping of bones and the stretching of muscles and the crawling of his skin, hair begins to stand
and
up.
As I'm pulling myself up, you quickly see myself start to enlarge far past anything you've seen me do before, and my muscles are just bulging, nearly ripping out of my clothing. I'm having to rip my gauntlets off, throwing my cape off of me, and as I pull myself up.
As
and
he
just
does,
fur starting to cover my body, my face starting to pull out into a muzzle.
for the first
And
time,
ears.
you notice the gilded, beautifully embroidered silver dusk shield family crest. Fuck me, you think. He's actually a monster hunter. Fuck!
Like,
And as I pull myself up, that the transformation finishes, And before, where you saw Driz, the half drow, half orc, you now see a werepanther.
I knew it! I
What?
had my animals wrong, but I knew it all along.
I wasn't
I
lying
said,
when you were like, "Are you
he's
a
not a
werewolf?" I was like, "I'm not a werewolf."
Oh no! Yeah, no.
Um,
Well,
Oh
the
my
stream
God,
name certainly fits
I can't
now.
believe you. I can't
Uh-huh.
believe you. I can't believe you were spooky all along.
And as he flips his mane back, you notice he goes from to ha, fangs bared. A full
And I'm gonna
panther
strike.
stands before you.
And so I'm gonna strike back at it using feral might. So it's a 1. That's predatory strikes. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. So it's 2 attacks, both. So plus my dex instead, because I'm allowed to use that instead. So that's 22, and then 16.
In damage?
No, for the
Or
roll to hit.
hits? Okay. Thank
Yeah.
God. They both hit anyway, but like, thank God.
Yeah. Okay. And then they're D6 currently, plus my dex, plus my with +1. So 6 on one, so 7 on the other. That's 6. So 10. 1 on the other. So 7. 15 total.
15 total? This
Yep,
thing
15
is
total.
suffering. Now, it is limping as it tries to reel and hold itself up, but it is deeply hurt. Its flesh begins to crawl, and the spines on its back shake in pain. You have just reminded it that it is, in fact, mortal. Imre, what would you like to do?
It's. I'm going to shoot at it, but instead of with a normal arrow, I'm gonna use that understeel arrow that Isra gave me.
Okay.
Oh, let me roll real quick. Oh my god. I thought that was gonna fall off my table. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit. However,
Okay, great. So,
roll a dex saving throw.
oh, okay. 13.
The arrow, as you draw it back and go to lease your bow, the arrow snaps, flying back and detonating just before your eyes as you eye your target. You fall back, hitting your head on the stairs, and you go unconscious. Vincent, will you go ahead and deafen everyone else for me, leaving just Megan and I? You can leave yourself as the co-DM if you wish to.
What?
Sure. Okay.
Nana.
What?
Megan, as your world fades around you and the pounding in your head becomes more and more and greater and greater, suddenly your vision goes white. A being stands in front of you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's Father Balthazar.
Oh!
And he says, "My child, you and I, we are greater than this. Your story does not end here. I will not let your story end here, for your plans are so much greater than you could possibly conceive of." The power within you is centuries, eons old. Since the beginning with the over-god Ao, a power like yours has belonged to few mortals. Now rise, not my little Imre. Rise, my warrior, Piriel Frerael of Clan Godehim. Rise. And as he says this, you feel that thread pull from the center of your chest once again as your body lifts, lurching forward and back into consciousness. Bow in your hand and a broken arrow. Go ahead and undeafen everyone.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Do I say the thing?
Say
Wizard's
it!
thing?
Say it!
Okay. All right. And as you do, you hear, as you're coming to your feet, and you're holding your bow and realizing what happened, you hear faintly, sounds like Balthazar, but you're not sure. And I strike your name from the record.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, hi, we're back.
You are back.
Okay.
As Imre
Thank you.
rises, seemingly knocked out by her own arrow, now glowing radiant
Is Nana
with
muted?
power. Nope.
Or can I just
No.
not hear you guys
just
again?
fucked me up again.
Oh
Do
my
the,
god.
Do the thing.
Yeah.
Doing the thing.
Then come back in.
Drop and come back.
I can hear Stu.
Yeah,
Can't hear Nana.
Okay.
Drop and come back.
Damn it. Why do you keep, what does it keep happening?
That was such a good
And it's
comment!
only Megan. And it's only Megan.
You're killing me. God damn, Mike, killing me, Megan.
Okay.
Listen, Linda.
Did-
It's not my mic.
Did you catch? Did you catch the thing that I had said?
The last thing
Okay,
I
hang
caught
on.
was...
Then
you gonna...
No,
then-
don't do it again. Don't do it.
Wait, no, maybe DM it. Maybe
Oh.
just DM it.
no.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna deafen Lauren and Stu because
Okay.
it doesn't affect
Well,
them.
that's,
That's what did it last time, though. They were the only ones that were deaf.
that's what did it
Thank
last
you.
time, was you deafening people is
No.
what's messing with my mic.
Well, no, I deafened. She
Now
was
I
fine
can't
until
hear
I deafened
you.
her. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why...
Yeah, that's why we were saying don't deafen.
What the fuck?
Even unauthorized dice roll. Don't do it!
Yep. Too late. Okay,
It's okay,
I'll
I
let
can
you do
my
it.
puppet shows more.
Yes.
Are we
Okay.
back now?
Whatever is-
Shenanigans.
Actually-
Whatever...
I'll let everyone hear it. As your body begins to rise, behind the voice of Father Balthazar, behind everything you hear within the room and the calamity of battle, the shrieks of the slayer, you hear another voice. This one, softer, more loving, but still there all the same. You hear. And with that, I will strike your name from the ledger. As you as Megan's body comes back from her seeming fall and begins to rise, glowing with radiant power, her hair undone. Mystical, in every sense of the word. She squares up, bow glowing with no arrow, and lines up her shot. Now, what was that attack roll again?
I don't remember now.
I think it was a
So much-
19. If I remember
I
correctly,
believe
you
it
rolled
was
a
a
19.
19.
Yeah.
Chat,
And that
what was it?
19 hits.
Okay.
As you let loose your arrow, a bolt of red light comes shooting, seemingly from the tips of your fingers, summoned from the ether, striking the ball spawn square in the back with a deafening crack. Roll for damage.
What do I even roll? Okay. Do I just roll regular or
Roll
do it-
damage for that thunder arrow.
Okay. Okay. So that's my normal plus 1d4 for the lightning.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. 7.
It is, I believe that's Arrow of Thunderous Smite is the technical term.
11.
Roaring Thunder.
Roaring Thunder, thank you. With an 11, you hit and the bolt of light goes straight through the chest with a disgusting squelch of blood and organs. Well, I assume organs. I don't actually know what he's got in there. He might be running on nothing. It might be Space Marine City up in there. I have no idea. It's disgusting.
A lot of black ichor and
2 hearts, 3 lungs.
Now, you will end this journey as you started it. You will take one last action together as a team. I know the number you need to beat. Tell me in whatever order you like. How do you want to do this?
Hey.
So Doc hits his blue stone on his armor, and you just see his helm and
Just go.
suit cinch up. And Doc leans and puts all of his might into his fist, and just before the fist makes contact, you see 3 little red jolts start to glow. Magic missile.
Hang on, I've got a sound for that. Roll the hit.
Nice.
That was cool.
Okay. 4, 7, 8. 11 points of force damage.
No, I said roll the hit, buddy.
Don't need to.
You don't
it
need to.
automatically
Magic
hits.
missile always hits.
Okay, cool. I did not remember if that was the same. I wish you had not said the damage out loud. Whoever's next, go next.
Oh,
Tell me what you're doing.
Sorry.
So we have Imre and Stu have taken
Okay.
their turns.
Okay.
Okay.
Zipporah, you first.
No, you go first. Because I'm reading.
Okay. So I'm going to come. Would you allow me to grab my blade and still take a swipe with it and one of my feral strikes?
I would.
Okay, so with those first 2 swipes at it, I'm going to grab my blade from behind me and swing at it again across its chest. But for some flavor, I'm going to bite at it. We're still going to use the feral strikes, but I'm going to bite at it instead and go for, like, here.
Okay, go ahead and roll to connect on both of those.
Okay, so for the feral strike, it is 16.
Okay,
And 19 for the blade.
perfect. Zipporah, what would you like
Hi.
to do? Driz, go ahead and roll damage, but keep it to yourself.
You know, we started this fighting the ball spawn. We're ending this fighting the ball spawn, and I'm gonna end this the way I started it, with a nice Eldritch Blast And so yeah, I'm gonna roll for that to hit that. Come on. Do I add spell attack with this, right? Yes.
Yes, you do.
Okay, cool. I need a calculator because I can't do math.
Mathin'.
Also, we are 2 away. Can I get 2 follows? Not yet.
That is
As soon as I start to describe this last attack, would just be the best capstone ever. If any of you have 2 accounts to follow on, that would be an excellent celebration for our cast members.
all right.
Hell yeah.
So that is a 21 to hit, but
Okay.
also, this is why I wanted to roll before I started describing this
Okay.
because I want to attach onto this Genie's Wrath.
Oh!
So, a very, very similar in the way she did when she first fought the first ball spawn. She pulls out her wand, but that time it was a little more of a casual. Hold on. Bang. This is more of a, she pulls it out in front of her, takes a deep breath, and like makes some motions with that black and white wand. And as she moves the wand through the air, it starts to crackle like a thunderstorm. And she lets fly that Eldritch Blast. And on top of that Eldritch Blast damage,
Okay.
it adds some thunder damage because of her patron.
All right. Roll damage and keep it to yourself. Sick. Imre, as your shot connects, burrowing itself through the chest of the Slayer, from behind you, you hear the crackle of Stu's gloves as through the air, 3 magic missiles let loose and zoom around the room before connecting, coming through from the opposite direction of your arrow. And as they do, Drizzt brings up his sword, which for the first time you've noticed is glowing. It is purely magical and gorgeously silver, and as it slices through what remains of the chest of the Slayer, coated in ruby red crimson blood, he sinks his teeth into its shoulder we'll go with while the ball spawn Slayer lurches forward over his body, reeling, when from behind him you see a blue glow as Zipporah readies her wand, breathes deeply, and lightning begins to crackle around her fingers as sap! Eldritch Blast straight to the heart of the Slayer. From every direction, blue and red streaking across the room, with divine power, magical power, eldritch power, and bestial power all coming together, every form of the arcane, to take down this aspect of Baal, Lord of Murder. Go ahead and share with me your damage. Chat, it's time. There's gotta be 2 of you.
Please, God. Please let me reroll, God. 18
All right.
was my damage.
Stu, what was your damage again?
11.
11. Perfect. Zipporah.
I rolled top damage on my Eldritch Blast. Plus that Genie's Wrath, that is a 12.
As all of these strike hits, the skin of the Slayer and its bones begin to crack and rip. But not in a transformation. This is desperate. As it tries to lurch towards you, Drizzt, in one desperate attempt to put a hand on you, its hand seizes just before your face as it falls to the ground, dead. For the second time this fucking week, you have defeated the Ball Spawn Slayer. Thank you, Wagner0911, for the follow. We're at 50. Who else was it? Who else did it? Thank you, Jojo, not Joey. We are at 50.
Thank you.
Congratulations, cast members.
Hell yes.
As
did
you
it.
Oh my
steady
God.
yourselves and drag the corpse from the bowels of High Hall out to its steps, you are met with a sea of familiar and very panicked faces. As you walk out, young Will Ravengard comes running up to you, Zipporah. He goes, I didn't know what happened. I shouldn't be this nervous. I'm a diplomat. I will do this one day. I'm so glad you're okay. An older saunters up behind him. My friends, I didn't expect a second corpse this week. I think you mean to spoil me.
I will say we might have lost Megan.
Who's Megan? Oh, you're saying that too. Megan's still in.
Wow.
Who's Megan?
Okay, good. We can hear you. but we
Megan's
can
can't
hear
frozen
see
in
you.
the best way, though. Megan's frozen in the best way, though.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm so excited.
yeah.
You know the thing that happened to my computer where it like froze, but I could still hear you
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
It did it again, but this time my
Oh.
screen went black.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll leave it for a couple
I
of
can-
Let's ride
minutes
this train
just
as long
to
as we can.
wrap. We'll see how far it goes. Stu,
I don't know if y'all can see me or if I'm like still frozen.
we can
but...
see your frozenness. Like you look very, very cute and excited. So it's a
Yeah,
a
very,
plus.
very
Oh,
happy.
good.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
it's actually really cute. Someone screenshot that.
Yeah, someone send it to me because
It's
I
immortalized
literally
on
am staring at
YouTube, you ding dongs. It's gonna
Oh,
be there
God,
forever
I'm literally
till
Yeah.
you're
literally staring like
90. Stu,
God.
sauntering out from the crowd comes a large, burly man with a big ol' scar on his face. I don't think you'll ever get sick of this laugh. It seems that Minsk has missed all the fun, huh? Well, you killed yourself a ball spawn slayer. We all have to at some point. And from behind him, oh, will you stop picking on them? No one should have to do that twice in a week. You should know this. You're worse than my children, Minsk. And Boo, I did not want to hear it. Doc, thank you so much. I cannot properly express how much it means to know that there is someone else out there to fight for us. That this does not have to be our burden alone anymore.
Doc kind of continues to wipe the goo from the ball spawn off him,
He's
and
kind of
he hits his button.
now I can see your beautiful face. It is
Oh,
a plus. It is less covered in blood, no?
Yes, not my own this time, which is good because it got real dicey there for a minute. Oh man, this adventuring stuff, it's gonna take some getting used to, but you know, it is a
Well-
job.
If you're all willing to stick around, you will always have us. The city needs its harpers, whether I would like to admit it or not. The last person to walk out of the crowd is Rilsa and Musayed. Rilsa walks up to you, Trist, and says, I don't have the thanks. I don't have the words. Not only have you legitimized what it is we do. Sorry, I have to acknowledge this. Unauthorized dice roll. Go Crash. Thank you so much for being here. Mochi Mochi Mo!
Thank you.
Or is
so
it
much for
Moe?
being
That's
here.
me. That's
Is it
me.
Mo or Moe?
Yeah, it's Mo.
You might want to consider that.
Thank you, unauthorized dice roll. Get some rest. Thank you for being here
Yeah.
for 50.
Thank you.
We won't
getting
be in
us
next
across the
week,
line.
but we'll be back.
We'll be back the week after.
gonna
We're
take a
taking a
week
break
off.
week to go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
I cannot properly express my gratitude. You have done in a manner of days what we have failed to for years. Because of you, the guild may have a real place in this city. Though I'm sorry I can't come with all good news. That girl you were looking for, the tiefling woman? Well,
Yeah.
rumor has it she took off to Waterdeep. I have guild agents looking into it, but we can't find hide or hair of her. She's either the best at hiding I have ever seen from a mercenary, or you've got more digging to do. I'm so sorry. I truly wish that I had a kinder update for you. But know that wherever you go, you have our backs and our gratitudes. We owe you one.
I hope I never have to call on that favor, but don't be surprised if I do. Put my arm on her shoulder and just thank you.
And Musayed puts his hand on top
I
of
doubt
yours.
she's in Waterdeep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ravengard, regarding the corpse, turns slowly and says, So, what would it take for me to convince you all to stay in the city? No, I'm not offering this position to you. I don't think any of you would want it. Nor do you need the hassle. But I could use a second set of ears in helping me pick a new parliament. And it would certainly help the unrest to have two-time heroes. And he regards the thousands of people that are beginning to gather around the ruins as the fires are being put out and people have collected themselves and their injured. What do you say? Should the two-time slayers of the god of murder stick around and help out little old Baldur's Gate? And the crowd begins to roar and cheer.
Seeing that all the people are watching them right now, Zipporah's gonna
There goes
pull her
Megan,
wand.
finally.
Zipporah's gonna pull her wand behind her back and point it at herself and cast prestidigitation to clean herself up.
As you're standing there, you just kind of see this nice little flutter of all of her clothes and her hairs. They go nice and clean, and she's just like,
Oh, me? Thank you.
she slightly
Thank
sparkles
you.
now.
Poor Megan.
I am standing there awkwardly, still panthery, still like.
There we go.
Hello!
Yay!
That's one way
My
to get you back
laptop
in.
my laptop
That's one
overheated
way to
and
do
it's
it.
officially dead. I can't get it to turn back on.
Oh no! All right, we'll figure it out.
So
Oh no.
We'll
yeah,
get this
we
figured
have
out.
a week off to figure it out.
what's going on? I couldn't hear anything. So
Older Ravengard has officially invited you to stay in Baldur's Gate, and it seems that the city would share his opinion that the Order of the Keep, 2-time slayers of the aspect of the god of murder, protectors of this realm, are wanted and celebrated. And as you look around, it seems as though all of Baldur's Gate has gathered simply to cheer and to show you their love and their gratitude. The last person to approach you all, well, people. Night, Jojo, not Joey.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping us
Thank
clear
you.
50.
Absolutely. Thanks for all the love.
Good night
Aurora,
of rest. We will be back in 2
Alara.
weeks.
Drizzt, Teefs, Fredward, all together as one. They've even brought Gerard.
Aw.
As they all saunter up, and Aurora comes running up and goes, "Oh, I'm just so glad you guys are okay. I couldn't stand the thought of it. I heard the
Lots of
boom,
love,
and
Joe.
I came running
Joey.
out, and I was just so worried. Oh my god." And Alara goes, "Calm down. I guess we know who's carrying on our legacy, huh? We just all wanted to make sure you were okay and that you were coming home. You are gonna stay, right?"
I mean, the keep's kind of built on my old house, so.
Oh, you're obligated. I don't want to hear it from you.
I don't have a house
Oh, no.
anyway now. And I'm still just standing here panthery of like, I don't know how to change back.
I will say,
Dark glasses sitting there just like at your little panther ears.
Baldur's Gate is beautiful, but I will also want to see what else is out there. You know, maybe if I discover something crazy.
Don't go to Thay.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
don't
that
go to
crazy.
Thay.
I'm not talking that kind of crazy.
Well, I promise you, if you stay, I will open doors to every adventure you could possibly imagine. Say you'll stay?
Effort to pack up the shop, and Pops would be proud of what we've done here. So can't let his name go to waste, can I? I got a lot to live up to now.
Imre, I know you have a family, but we'll do everything we can.
I think what would be best for my family is if I stayed a little longer.
I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. No, you idiots made me cry. I don't cry. That's Aurora's job. Aurora cries. I don't cry. Well,
Aurora. Ow.
I guess that's that then.
Yeah.
Oh, just come back to the keep and have a round, and we'll all clean up together. But you guys need, oh my god, you need healing.
Yeah, I hurt.
Oh, yeah, come home and let me handle that. And somebody bring that carcass. I'm mounting it on the wall. I didn't get the first one.
Doc lets out a little. Yeah, I totally forgot. I still have shrapnel wounds.
Injuries.
And being the monster hunter, I'm going to go over and cut the head off so we can turn it into a trophy.
And she goes, perfect. Aurora's already there, picking the claws off of it and inspecting the spines to see if she can make armor. Dark Glass is testing its structural integrity on the bias. As the city...
Don't cook it. Don't cook. Do not cook it.
And as your family...
Cook it.
Thanks, you all. We would like to take a moment to thank all of you for making this possible. When we started this in October, we weren't sure how long it would take to get here. And I'm gonna go ugly cry into a bowl of Hershey's Kisses and watch Disney movies because I can't believe this. And I know I speak for the rest of us when I say we are so thankful and we are so grateful for you. Adventurers, are you ready to put a wrap on Campaign 1 and say goodnight to our amazing audience?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Yeah,
Perfect.
baby!
Then thank you
How can
all
I-
for being here.
Are we
I'm
giving
gonna
hugs?
leave
Are we giving
these
hugs?
screens on for once instead of going to story
Hug.
time. We'll be out next week. I'll try to share some shenaneries, and we will be back the week after with a brand new campaign and a brand new issue of A History of the Forgotten Realms. But until then, we'll see you in the realms. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye!